And hello, my atheist and theist friends. Welcome to Almighty Atheists. This is episode 5, Hooking the Religious In. This is a show for free thinkers and theists alike. I am Quiet Time, your host. We also have Robin Dupre Reed and Bobby Allison on today. Mark and Dragnauct will be showing up hopefully later. Robin, can you introduce yourself?
I'm Robin Dupre Reed. My channel is under the same name. It's pretty much my opinion about whatever. I don't argue anything from like a philosophical point. My arguments are mostly emotional, which kind of pisses people off a lot, but okay, so what? Also, I do a show on Mondays. I do try and do 3 a week. On Mondays, I do Random Thoughts videos, which is mostly about news stories from the week before. And sometimes I have to throw in a Parent of the Year nominee on Mondays. Usually it's about a parent who does something horrendous to their kid. On Wednesday, I read the Bible with a little light reading. I read the Bible and ask questions about what is going on in the Bible. And on Fridays, I do my Fundies Say the Darndest Things, which has become quite popular. Yay! Also, I just now checked, and I have 400 subs!
Yay! Well, I hope I was part of that. Man, I tell you,
Did you just sub me, Bobby? You're my 400.
I've been trying. I don't know if I've got through or not. You'll have to see if my name shows up there.
Oh, wait, I can look at my phone.
Yeah,
gosh.
Before you introduce yourself, Bobby, it was Bod to Bits that shouted out Robin.
Yes. Oh, yes.
Robin shouted out me, and I got like 35 subs from that too, so thank you, Robin. And
well, that's pretty cool. I didn't think you would get that many.
The whole subject of today's show, Hooking the Religious In, Bod to Bits idea. So
awesome.
There will be a link in the description below at the end of the show to Bod to Bits. He's extremely informative, and his channel is extremely entertaining.
Very entertaining.
Well as educational. So definitely, if you don't know who Bod to Bits is,
I love you.
We all love you, Bod. You're
I've
awesome.
been a subscriber for some time, so.
Yeah, apparently his computer's in the shop right now, or he would have tried to have been on today's episode. So we're all hoping that when his computer's fixed, that he can join us on one of these shows, because I'm his fan. And
okay.
Robin.
Yes, Bobby, it was you. 400.
400. That's pretty monumental, actually.
400's a lot.
Yeah.
400's a lot.
I was at 190 on Sunday afternoon before he shouted me out. So I got all the subs from his shout out.
I was at 187 and now I'm at 217, so I appreciate it. It's such an awesome thing being part of a community. It really is.
Yeah, it is.
Bobby, will you introduce yourself to everyone about your channel?
Sorry, Bobby.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm Bobby Allison. Apart from embroidering, selling good Girl Scout cookies, and rescuing cats from trees, I have the Preaching Atheist YouTube channel. One word, the Preaching Atheist, and primarily, after 30+ years of devout service to a God who just basically gave it to me in the ass, I decided it was time to spend the rest of my life giving it back. So if you like crass, brass, rude, and crude, and language that your mother would still slap your mouth over, go to my channel. It's the channel for you. And if you're a Christian, sorry. You're welcome to get on, but I'm not sure if you really know how. But that's okay. That's okay. Did I say I was a smart ass? Did I? Anyway.
No, you're a smart ass.
Well, I used to be a dumbass when I started reading.
Bobby, that was hands down the best introduction I have ever seen.
Hey, Bobby!
You got a natural talent for this live broadcasting stuff. You should have.
That's all bullshitting, but you know that's.
Broadcasting, bullshitting, all the same thing.
All the same thing. Well, I normally don't plug myself in the beginning of the show, but I figure why the hell not. My name is Michael. Quiet Time. I'm trying to change the world. I know physically I can't literally go out and change the world, but I realize now that educating people is doing something, and education is the key. Nothing will change unless people are informed. I am taking a tiny bit of a hiatus from religion right now. I'm working on informing people about cystic fibrosis, And I will also be addressing slavery. There is still slavery in this world. Like, right now, people are being bought and sold, and I didn't know that. And my mother told me, like, a month ago that there is still slavery, and I've been researching it, and I'm going to be addressing that too soon. And then I'll go back and I'll be picking on religion some more because it's bullshit. And bullshit is bullshit is bullshit.
Absolutely.
And it helps nobody. I don't care. We can agree to disagree about religion harms people. Fine. Let's just say religion doesn't harm anybody.
Who's disagreeing with that?
People, I don't know.
Not us.
Theist people that I talk to on a daily basis, family members. So let's just agree to disagree. Religion doesn't harm anybody. What good does it possibly do? And don't tell me it gives people hope. That's false hope. And false hope is not good in any way. So I have religion in my crosshairs because it's bullshit and it hurts people, and it hurts a lot of people, and I don't care what religion you're in, it's not good. So that's what I'm doing, but I'm taking a little break from that. I'm going to cover some world things that need to be covered, curable diseases. I'm going to be tackling slavery and making more people aware of cystic fibrosis and of the company Vertex, because they're actually pretty awesome. I've been in communication with them.
Just last year, when you're talking about slavery, they actually rescued some kids from a basement. I think it was in India. I would have to look it back up because I actually wrote a blog about it. It was in India. They rescued these children, and you know what they were making in this basement? Christmas ornaments.
Oh, lovely.
Children locked in a basement making Christmas ornaments.
Well, that's very Christian. Actually, I don't understand. Please somebody inform me if I'm wrong, but there is no such thing as a Christian holiday. They're all pagan, as far as I'm aware of. They're all pagan. I don't think there is such a thing as an actual Christian holiday, but I don't know. I might be wrong. I'm pretty sure, though, they're all pagan. Christmas is actually the second.
Ask one of them. They'll tell you all of the holidays are theirs.
Sure they are.
All the ones that matter.
Yeah, well, all the ones they like, I guess. Right. You know, maybe some will say Halloween, is it? But they're all.
Oh, not Halloween.
Actually, what's interesting, Halloween is the only Christian holiday.
That's right. You're right. Listen, I was raised Catholic, okay? So I know all about Halloween.
Absolutely.
It's the day before All Saints Day. So I know all about Halloween. And now it's like, oh, curse the Halloween. Whatever.
All right. I really like this to be an interactive show, so we have 5 live viewers right now. My goal is to have more than 11. If we have 12, I'm happy because I've never had more than 11. We have Anders Smith watching from the Atheist Hub. I'm a big fan of Anders. Yay. We also have CWWAwesome watching. I'm a big fan of his too. The Tooth Hurts. Shouts out to you, the Preaching Atheist, and says, the Preaching Atheist, ! Eyes with a big old O for a mouth. GodlessGlen is watching. And he loves
Mr.
God also. And we're big fans of GodlessGlen. And he liked your rescuing cats from trees. He said he didn't know you were a fireman. And Bada is watching, and he says, Big Red or GTFO, get the fuck out. So... it is a live show. We have live viewers. So
oh, here you go. Here's Big Red right here.
That is so not Big
400
Red.
subs.
400 subs for Robin Dupre Reed. But I think we'll take a break from the topic right now. I kind of want at least Mark or Dragnauct, somebody to come in before we do the main topic. Let's talk about this whole atheist monument and Side 10 and Eric Hogan thing.
It makes me dizzy just thinking about it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I second the side, Rob.
They made up bullshit to confuse people. I mean, he can't even answer his own damn questions. It's just stupid. I mean, where's my cotton balls? Just thinking about it makes me dizzy.
My whole thing is the whole predepositional argument where You have to start with God exists.
Start with God. Assume that God exists. Well,
let's do that with Santa Claus. Let's do that with Santa Claus, or let's do that with the invisible dragon in my basement, or the pink unicorn orbiting Pluto. Let's just start with that. And you can't know anything without the invisible pink unicorn orbiting Pluto. It's a dumb argument. It just really is. And it's disrespectful.
But he's got it down to a science, okay? He's like an actor, okay? So he rehearses this. You can't really combat it unless you've rehearsed all of your answers to it. So, I don't know. He's just an arrogant jackass. An arrogant prick is what he is.
Okay, now, Face Shed, this is a valid point, and I'd like to address this, said that there's a lot of charity work that's done in religion, and Muslim gives part of their wages to charity. Now, that's true, but you do not need religion to be charitable.
That's right. Don't.
So, yes, charity work is done by religion, but even if religion completely just disintegrates,
But that's like saying we don't do any charity work. I mean, I don't have religion.
Or like somebody told my mother that, well, Buddhists are kind of animals. And it's like, yes, but me and my mother, we're atheists. We're really kind of animals. And we always have been. Christian, Muslim, and atheist, we were kind of animals. And my mother gives to charity. And she did when she was a Christian, she did when she was a Muslim, and she still does now that she's an atheist. So,
what's the point?
Yes and no. Yes and no. Good. I'm glad that a tax-free, tax-exempt organization gives some of their money to people that need it, but they only give it to people that believe in their religion, and you don't really need religion to be charitable. You can just be a good fucking person to begin with.
Exactly.
I like
but a good point. Thank you, Face Shed. Thank you. What are you saying, Bobby?
I'm saying I really, in this issue, love the response that the late, great Christopher Hitchens gave to that preponderance, I guess, is that, first of all, as you were saying, it's ridiculous to think that you have to have religion to do good. There are a lot of organizations out there that do very good, without religion. But even if you're going to make the argument, well, religion's done good, that doesn't alleviate the religious from the responsibility of having to answer for the atrocities committed for centuries, millennia, the killing, the murdering, the torturing. So, really, you're going to have to forgive me. But when I hear that, the only thing I can think of is "fuck you."
Right.
Because that's ridiculous.
Well, it's like repayment for the atrocities they did.
Well, it's just like when I hear this thing about, Christians into slavery. Well, one, it was about damn time, since how they were the ones that were the huge proponents of it. Justified it using the Bible, and the Bible had a great part to play in the Civil War as a result of it, using the scriptures, preaching that slavery was their God-given right. So, when I hear that, I have to admit, I'm high-strung, as you may
No.
But that just drives me crazy. Answer for the atrocities. You explain the atrocities in the name of God, then we can sit and talk about how good religion is, how the charity that it does do. And I'm not disavowing the fact that there's some good that charities do. And the ones that I was involved with as a Christian, one here in St. Louis, which is Feed My People, these were some good people. But what was interesting, on staff, you had a Hindu and Buddhist and a New Age believer and Christians. And even though they were Christians and they promoted that, you'll hear them say often, it doesn't matter what a person believes when they're hungry. Feed them.
Exactly.
Because there are religions that will hold people hostage. Come to church, believe what we believe, or you don't get your sandwich. And that's all I got to say about that. But that is something that ggets under my
and can I correct you in something? You don't mean "fuck you" to Face Shed. You mean.
No, when I hear, I don't want to.
Because that's it was a valid point.
I don't want to. Well,
it is a valid point, but look at all the harm religion has done. So
let's
look at the scale. Does it actually?
Yeah. But what I mean is, you don't personally mean to a live viewer.
And you can never make
I don't want to offend anybody, but
you're emotional about it.
But what I'm saying is that, like Christopher Hitchens, I agree with him. It's not a valid point when you are trying to justify a system that has more pedophilia and rape and murder and everything else under its belt. Don't come at me with, well, we fed the poor. When did you feed them? Just prior to torturing them or after you frickin' raped them?
Oh, and there's still children every day who die of starvation. So if the Catholic Church would give, I don't know, a quarter of its money to these kids, there wouldn't be starvation. Look how rich the Catholic Church is. Okay,
well, you don't
so
condoms, that if you people condoms, let's quit having kids then.
The condom issue.
Get out, Rob.
Bobby, why'd you do that? Why?
We're gonna have church here today. Oh, praise, pray.
Something I heard, I don't know if it's true or not, I haven't actually done the research myself, is that if the Vatican melted all of its gold and sold it for today's prices, that they could feed the world, including population increase, for 100 years.
Of course they could. And then they can go on to selling their paintings, which people would pay God only knows how much money for. Come on. If they would just give that money where it belongs, we wouldn't have these problems. If the Pope would just tell these people, please practice safe sex. Please use condoms. Please use birth control until you can afford to have more babies. They wouldn't have to sit there and watch their babies die of starvation every single day.
And
it's disgusting.
I'm not aware of a single religious organization that does any charity work for people of different religions. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the Muslims and the Catholics feed Catholics and the Christians feed.
Now, I will say,
I don't know that, but
I don't know.
I will say,
but look what Muslims do to the women. I mean, whatever they give to whoever they give it to doesn't make up for the way they treat the women of their countries, okay? Well, it doesn't make up for that.
You also have to take into account that there's different types of Muslims, and there's different.
I totally know that.
And
there
are Muslims that are kind to their women that only marry one woman, or if they marry multiple, they're still kind to them. But there are countries.
They're all second-class citizens, though.
Well, that's Christians, too. I mean, you're a woman. You're not even supposed to be speaking right now.
Ooh, I'll be quiet.
Yeah, you know.
Try and shut me up.
I mean, it's this issue too. We could argue, well, they're really nice Christians. You know, the Episcopalians, they're so sweet. And I had, I can't remember what video it came out with this on, and I had just about enough. I don't care how nice your brand of a particular horrible religion, whether it's being a Muslim or a Christian or whatever. Regardless of whether you agree or don't agree with somebody flying planes into a damn building, the thing is that you've given these people a platform. You're agreeing that this bullshit exists. It gives it power to pretty much do anything. So whether you're a 95-year-old woman rocking in your chair on Sunday watching that fat ass down in Texas, John Hagee, you are as guilty. You're as guilty as anyone else that goes out here and commits a violent crime because you're promoting that religion. You're agreeing with that religion. You're a part of a society that motivates that kind of insanity. So, you know, again, you might want to either shut me off or not invite me.
No,
you're always invited.
You know, because I was an insider, man. I was in the back rooms with these big mega churches and other people for all these years. And I'm gonna tell you what's said behind the pulpit and what's said behind closed doors, it would freak you out. Okay.
All right. It wouldn't surprise me. I love you, Bobby. You're not going anywhere.
We're getting a lot of.
I love you, Robert.
We're getting a lot of comments, and I'd like to keep up with them because there's some valid points here. First of all, Bod to Bits says that. Big Red needs Viagra. I say he does not.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
No, he doesn't.
No, we have to. I want you to look at my shirt, okay?
Oh, there's Big Red.
He was talking to Robin, right?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're like Bobby, I must say, if you're a viewer and you're like Bobby and you don't know who Big Red is, please subscribe to Robin Dupre Reed and watch the latest funnies, and you will understand how fucking hilarious that is.
Hey, listen, I'm not saying anything, but I got to take Viagra just to take a piss. Right? I mean, I know that's not part of the show. It's not part of the show, but I'm just saying.
Thanks for sharing, Bobby.
Thanks for sharing, Bobby. Also, CWWAwesome has a valid point here. That religion is doing bad stuff. Gay hating, anti-abortion, republicanism. I can list a million.
I love him. I love him.
Who's that guy?
CWWAwesome is awesome, and he's a very undersubscribed YouTuber.
Wait, what's his name?
CWWAwesome, all one word.
Well, when I'm done, I'll subscribe to him.
He's a teenager, and he's been an atheist for longer than me and Bobby put together, most likely.
Not me.
He's a good guy, and
that was awesome.
He says interesting things. So subscribe to him. He's worth a laugh. And and he also I forget what kind of lizard it is. If you tell me what kind of lizard it is, he does tutorial videos on taking care of lizards and stuff, and how to make like really good grilled cheese sandwiches. It's just cool stuff. So I'm gonna be making a shout out video for undersubscribed YouTubers like AshleyTheMusician and CWWAwesome, and I'm gonna definitely make sure I mention him. But yeah, CWW, keep them coming. Also, let's see here. Face Shed said that he made a valid point, and you made a valid reaction, Bobby, so it's all good.
Absolutely.
Bod to Bits is correcting me. He says religious charities are not selective, so good. I'm a skeptic. I will admit when I'm wrong. So, okay, cool. And PWW Swivel says, hi, all. PWW Swivel's watching. We're big
Frank and Sexy, I miss you.
PWW can join in if he wants. I'm missing 2 guests. I'll send him an invite. It's up to him if he wants to come in, because PWW is always welcome. We're trying to wait.
PW Swivel.
Oh yeah, PW.
I think
I'm
people know who he is.
PWW in my head now. But yeah, PW, you're invited. You can come in if you want, if it lets me. It's not letting me right now. Of course. Thank you, Google. There. I'll try again in a second. Because the topic I'd like more than just us 3 on it, because ideas are awesome about hooking the religious in.
Yeah, I can't get them to. I mean, I'm reading the Bible, asking them questions, and they won't. I mean, the only people who answer me are atheists. That's it. Because evidently they can't answer questions about their own books. So I don't know.
All right, the invitation has been sent. PW, you can join in if you want. I won't think anything less of you if you don't. But I remember the first time I watched one of your videos, it was the very first Little Light reading. I thought you were dead serious, and I was trying to help you.
You were trying to help me.
Yeah, you're like, no, I'm just joking.
You know, I'm really, wait a minute, time out. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I really want them to come on and answer the questions. I'm not joking, but it gets irritating when you're reading it. I mean, I've read it before 100 years ago, but reading it now, it's just, oh my God, it's just so irritating. It's so irritating. And then they don't want to answer the questions. I had one Christian, and it was that idiot G-Man, who came on. And he didn't even answer questions. He was just saying, I'm glad you're reading your Bible now, Robin, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, well, answer the questions I'm asking. Oh, I'll answer it in my next video. It's always, I'll answer everything in my next video. So
I love comments. Thank you, live viewers. You guys are making me laugh.
Come on, share.
GodlessGlen says, I hate Christianism.
Christianism.
Random, I love her. CWWAwesome says he's been an atheist for 1.5 years, so he's been an atheist like 6 times longer than me. And it's a blue-tongued skink. But yeah, cool videos, by the way. So I'll link in the description, CWWAwesome also, and Bod to Bits. In case you don't know who Bod to Bits is, then
no, you gotta know who he is.
You stay current, people. I'm telling you, you need to know these things. So the tooth hurts. The truth hurts. Like I said, the tooth last time.
The truth hurts. Yeah.
Moderates are indeed enablers, and I have to agree with him.
That's absolutely true. That is.
I want another guest. Who wants to come on the show? I mean, come on. We need at least one more person.
Excuse me. Are me and Bobby chopped liver now?
Yeah,
what the fuck?
No, but I'm...
Bobby. Bobby, let's just ignore him and you and I will have a conversation. So, Bobby, tell me more. Answer my Bible questions, Bobby. How did they fit all those animals on the ark? I have a chalkboard and everything. I was trying to figure it out. I can't figure it out.
I love the chalkboard.
Oh, wait, you want the chalkboard? I got the chalkboard right here.
Well, there's a little known secret. There's a little known secret that Noah had that no one knows about. He was able to create about 6 million tons of X-lax laxatives. He fed it to all the animals, and so they had this like one big shit party, and then everybody's sort of like, you know, it's like me, you know, if I take go to the bathroom, I can fit in last year's pants. So I mean, it just sort of squeezed everybody down.
I see. That makes,
you know.
If you guys don't know, if anybody who's watching doesn't know who the Bible Reloaded, if I can remember, I'll put it in there. They do a funny episode on it, and they talk about Pokeballs. I don't know if you guys know what Pokeballs is, but it's roughly the size of a softball, and that's what they stick all their mythical creatures inside of. They were telling, I forget how many arcs it would take, but they did the math. It would take like thousands of arcs, even if you could stick every animal inside of a Pokeball, because there's 5 million species of animals, and that's not.
And 300 cubits. It's 300 cubits long. Come on. It had to be the giants. They had to be using the giants' measurements.
You know, and the kangaroos. I'm sorry. I know this is old, but well, I mean, did Shem just like say, "Hey, Dad, you know, it's going to take you 600 years to build this fucking thing. I'm going to Australia. Grab me a couple of crews. I'm coming back." Or you know, it's just. And I'll tell you what. That's not an honest Christian. When I say honest, somebody who truly is believing, I know I did, that looks at that and doubt doesn't enter in, but you just figure, well, God had his way, and you just gloss over it, and you act like it wasn't there. And it was tough, especially someone like myself that was dedicated to not just the reading of it, but the studying of it, the word studies. There's so much in there you just have to close your eyes to.
You do.
Or if you want to remain sane.
From the very beginning. From the first 3 verses, it's atrociously stupid. I mean, I don't understand how people believe this shit. I can't understand it.
It's my biggest talking point with anyone who's a Bible literalist or creationist or whatever. It's like, okay, so you believe the Bible's 100% real. How the fuck did 5 million animals, just one of each of the 5 million animals, and not to mention the creepy crawly things, so that's insects as far as I know, and the poop, the food, the water.
Well, the poop alone, okay? Like you and I discussed before I made that part, no window open for 9 months. They would have all been dead when they opened the window. So, come on.
Airflow,
unbelievable.
Methane. Carbon dioxide.
Nothing. Dead.
Well, you got to think, when you exhale carbon dioxide. So, like, I don't know. And me and you did the math, Robin. It was what, 375?
375 days total that they were on that ark.
And for 9 months, no window.
No window.
And it was sealed, watertight.
Right.
So yeah. Couple more comments. Careful Atheist. The dude.
I was going to say, it's a guy, Michael. It's a guy.
Wants to know how us wonderful atheists are doing. I'm doing very well. How are you doing?
Awesome.
Robert? How about you, Bobby?
Not bad.
Not bad. A deity-free Diane says,
Hey,
God can do...
Woo, Diane!
Says, God can do anything, Robin. You're not allowed to question his ways.
Listen, D. You and I. Unbelievable.
Oh, Face said NonStampCollector did a fantastic cartoon on the ARC thing. He did. I really like NonStampCollector.
Yeah, me too.
I'm gonna try my damnedest. I swear to every time we mention somebody to put it in the link in the description below. I might have to like watch the episode again just to like catch up on it because I keep mentioning lots of. I try to, if I mention anybody, I'm gonna put a link in there unless I'm just.
I honestly couldn't believe the reaction to. What are y'all doing?
I'm reading comments. Careful atheist.
I honestly couldn't believe the response that I got from that shout out. I mean, I couldn't believe it. And honestly, you got 35 from my shout out, Kawhi?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Wow.
Trickle down subs. I love trickle down subs.
I'm
and they're
telling
good
you,
subs,
we should do it more often. Every
They're
time.
good subs. I like my new subs. They were surfing around my channel. They were commenting on it. It's like having a new best friend or something when you get some new subs. I really like subs, man. My subs are. I like all of my subs. I haven't met a sub I haven't liked yet. So.
And I tried to keep up and go to everybody's channel and thank them for subbing me. And if I missed anybody, I'm very sorry.
One second. Okay. PWW.
PW Swivel.
PW Swivel. Sorry. CWWAwesome. You're running around in my brain. PW Swivel. Bod to Bits and Glenn. You've all been invited. It should be if you go to your Google Plus page. There should be a little bell at the top. You click the bell, and then it should show you have an invite, and you click on it there.
Well, Frank and Sexy won't come if you keep having, saying his name wrong.
I know. I'm sorry. Another way you can do it is if you go to the AlmightyAtheists, one word, plural, Google Plus page, and you look for the event. It'll also have a join there, too. So either the little bell at the top or go to the AlmightyAtheist page, and it should be there. Unless it's not working, but invitations have been sent out, so I don't know. All right, let's read some comments, and hopefully we can get at least one more person to join in so we can go over the topic point. Let's see what's okay. So CarefulAtheist said God made animals not poop. That's freaking. God did therefore not give a shit. Oh, man. Anybody who isn't subscribed to Careful Atheist, link in the description.
Awesome, I know.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that's funny. But, yeah, life's funny if you let it be. So, there's one of those subjective purposes in life, to have a good fun.
That's right. You got to let it be, or it's just not going to be.
Have a good time in life. Enjoy it. It's the only thing you can actually guarantee is this life. I mean, there might be an afterlife. I don't know. There's no evidence for it. So might as well.
Well, there is an afterlife. It's called dead.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know what it's like?
Afterlife, I'm dead.
I'm pretty sure I know what being dead is like. It's exactly like it was before you were born.
Oh, there you go. Good point.
Oh, here's a valid point. Face said, how did they get all the diseases, viruses, parasites, and fungus on the ark? Who took the hookworms and the botflies?
That's right. Who did?
If I'm not mistaken, I think it was Shem, Ham, and Jay.
Yeah, those funky monkeys. Is he frozen?
He's frozen.
Hi,
We love him.
Oh. Uh-oh.
This is a wonderful face he's got there.
I know. Look how cute he is.
If he drops out, he'll be able to come back in. So.
Yeah.
We got 10 viewers right now. I'm really hoping for 12. I'm hoping for 12.
Awesome.
I've never had more than 11 live, and that'd be cool. But
it'll get better.
Yeah, Bobby's frozen. Look at him. Let's make fun of Bobby.
Does he realize? Maybe I should go get Big Red now.
Yeah, go get Big Red. He can make his first ever live appearance.
When he comes back, we'll just tell him, oh, damn it, you missed Big Red.
Well, Botted Bit says he doesn't think the invite's working, and I believe him because nobody else is showing up. And so it might just be me and you and Frozen Bobby here.
Frozen Bobby. Bobby Sickle.
Ah, man, good show so far.
This
I don't
is
know.
giving me a headache.
Oh, your tiara? If I might need to borrow your tiara.
What?
If I get 12 viewers, I'll feel like celebrating. We got 11.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll put it on. If we get 12 viewers, I'll put it back on. But my
all right. Well, tell everybody about, I don't know, something cool. I'm gonna send out some invites again and see if they're working this time. Let's see.
So what do we want to talk about now?
How about we'll talk about the main topic. How would you entitle a video to encourage?
I thought you were going to tell me that.
I thought we were
I'm
both going to
serious.
talk about it together.
I've tried all kinds of things. I can't get any of them to come.
Well,
So
I got.
I don't really know what to do about that. I want them to come. I want them, of course, with the fundies thing I do on Fridays. Maybe that's the reason why they wouldn't come to my channel. But I'm not giving that up. I really enjoy doing that. So
I enjoy it too. I wouldn't want you to ever give that one up.
I won't give that up.
I fell in love with you with the little light reading, and then when I found out that you do fun with fundies, that was it. I was done for life.
It's pretty funny, and honestly, they're not even my words. I can't even write that shit.
And Mark. All right, I sent out all of the invites again to everybody that I previously invited. Hopefully it works this time. Try again. If not, I'm sorry. Well, I found a way to get theists, very angry theists, to click on a few of my videos, and how I did that was I started my life story from Jehovah Witness to Muslim.
Yep.
And it's because it's my life story, and that's a true statement, because the first part of my life is going from Jehovah Witness to Muslim, so it wasn't like I was being dishonest. But I had a few theists click on it, and then in the second episode of my life story, I mentioned that I was an atheist, and they were pissed. They were pissed. They were expecting it to be a life story of how I became a Muslim, and ooh.
Oh, I thought you said you wanted to. You should make a title that would piss them off.
Yeah, yeah, pissing them off, or being truthful.
You mean like God's a fucking pervert? That should piss them off, right? That
Something
didn't
like
work.
that, or why I became what?
No, I have a video named that. They didn't come.
What was the name of the video?
God's a fucking pervert.
Ooh, that's a. I bet you got a lot of theist clicks on that one.
No, I didn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No.
Wow.
You would think, right? They would at least come to defend their man.
I think the most important way, the most effective way, I should say, to get theists is with the title. Is with a good fancy title. For instance, our one show, The Purpose of Life, didn't have anything to do with Christianity or Islam. I got that's the most popular live show we've ever had, and I believe it's because people from all different backgrounds wanted to see what the purpose of life was about, even though we all came to the conclusion that
there isn't one.
When it comes to objective purpose, there is none. But it was still an awesome episode, and
yeah, that was
I'm
good.
gonna send another invite to Bobby. Apparently, people are having problems.
Well, he was having problems with his computer before.
Yeah, it could be his computer. If we might need a reset. 12 viewers. 12.
Oh, wait. There you go.
All right.
I'm celebrating with you. I'm celebrating with you and Little Red.
Little Red, yeah. That's definitely Little. Big Red's a lot bigger than that. Little Red's longer, though. Longer or thicker? Which is better?
Hey, now. We're not talking about that.
Alrighty. Well, that's definitely. I think out of anything, it would be the title of your video. And I don't think you should necessarily be deceitful.
I'd never deceitful. God's a fucking pervert. That was pretty honest, actually.
No, and that's pretty obvious. And like, for instance, Messages to Muslims, or I mean, not Messages to Muslims, but from Jehovah Witness to Muslim is an honest title. Right. The second half is going to be most likely from Islam to Freethinker, or from Muslim to Skeptic, or something like that. Because it's my life story. I can name it whatever the hell I want. You don't like it, go away. But yeah,
we can do whatever we want in any of our videos, whether it's our life story or not.
It's our channel. You don't
That's
like
right.
it, hack in and destroy the channel, or just go away. You know,
right.
There's your two options. But yeah, title is important. And then I think like I have a Muslim now that's following my channel, and he's well versed in Islam. He says he's not a scholar or anything like that, but he's well versed, and he's a native Arabic speaking Muslim. And so being kind and genuine with him. My brother pissed me off, and I yelled at him instead of my brother, and then I apologized. He accepted my apology, and I was kind of rude once or twice in our debate. There's like 140 comments back and forth. It actually finished, though. Like closing statements and everything finished the debate. On my message to Muslims, I haven't forgot about you video in the comment section. Also, me and Alex were thinking about reading it back. Doing one of these hangouts. Yeah. I'm gonna be him, and Alex is gonna be me. Honestly, people who watched, who followed the debate and read it, they said it was a tie, and I'm cool with that, dude. There's nothing but a tie when it's the existence of a deity is concerned.
Well, I was gonna go and read it, but you told me I couldn't interfere, so.
Well, I just thought. I
can't promise that.
Bobby, we got Bobby back.
Oh, there's Big Red. Look.
Oh,
all right.
DD Free Diane said longer or thicker. How about one of each?
Well, you know, I have a response, but even I cannot stoop that low.
Ooh, Godless
Glen. Got Little Red.
Anyway, AT&T kicked me out, guys. Sorry, I've been this whole time trying to.
Thanks, AT&T. GodlessGlen brought out a valid point. An attention-grabbing title and thumbnail. If you are monetized, it lets you choose your own personal thumbnails, which is freaking awesome.
I can choose my. I'm not monetized, and I choose my own personal thumbnails.
I wonder what the criteria then is for.
I took a picture. I put my picture as my thumbnail, but yeah, I chose it off of my computer. So I don't know.
I'm a fan of somebody that's a musician, and she does makeup things too. She tried and she couldn't, and so I thought maybe it was something to do with monetization. She has more subs than me, so it's not a sub thing. I don't know. Not quite sure. No invites are coming through. Oh well. Sorry. I wanted everyone to be on, but whatever. Bobby, you have any ideas for how to hook a religious person into your videos? You get a lot of religious people.
Yeah, how you do that?
I piss them off. I
tried.
Well, you know what? You're just
listen.
I mean,
wait
you got this tiara. You look sweet. You look like you're speaking England. You know, raking the people without. You know, but me, I guess there's a couple of things, and I bet you Michael knows this, and I know GodlessGlen knows this, and if you're not subscribed to him, shame on you, shame on not you guys. I know you guys are, but
link in the description below.
Yeah, great guy. Love he and his wife Diane. They're wonderful. Anyway, wonderful. Plug. You can send me a check, Glenn, later on. Thank you very much. One of the key, it's all about a search engine optimization type techniques, SEO, because what I do in my tags, I make sure I tag it because I'm talking about Jesus, I'm talking about the Bible, I'm talking about God, I'm talking about the Old Testament, New Testament, the Gospels and whatnot. So my tags, when I'm down there, I will tag it. I will put all those tags, and I have gotten more honest. I used to put free Bible study, and I thought, well, in a way, yeah. I mean, it is.
But I could do that with my little light reading show. That is free. I'm not charging for it. Free Bible study. So
these are key words. You know, the tags are going to be one of your most important aspects, because when people are Googling, and who owns YouTube, right? Those tags are going to shove you in their face, I think. You know, so the title is important. So when they get to mine, you know, when I say, you know, Jesus does it in the behind or something like that, once they get there, they may, you know, I want to be provocative or catchy or something to interest them. But you got to make sure your tags are going to draw people in when they want to do Bible study or something. That there's a good possibility you come up. So it's really basic SEO.
I had a bunch of tags because they're all relevant, like Islam, Quran, both of the spellings, Bible, Jesus, Muhammad, theist, atheist, antitheist, skeptic, debate, all of those I add to my tags, and I also add them into the description. If anyone's ever clicked on any of my descriptions where it shows you show more, I put about like 6 or 7 spaces and I added there because sometimes tags don't work on YouTube. Surprise. And then what happens is if you go into your analytics of your page, you can see where your views are coming from, and like 80+% of all of my views come from YouTube suggestions. In other words, the little suggestions on the right side of the screen,
Right.
or suggestions like when you click what to watch and it says YouTube suggested this. I get a lot of suggestions off of religious theist videos, and then on the right side it'll have, you know, my message to Muslims or my life story or something like that. That's most of my traffic comes from suggestions from YouTube, and that's because of the tags.
Well, along with the tags, one of the things I will do, for instance, I know these fundies just love Brian Fisher, and whenever right-wing,
rightwing.org
or .org, yeah.
Yeah.
I will post one of my videos in response to whatever that dumbass is saying at the moment, because it doesn't matter what he says, it's going to be stupid, and I know I could have one video that would cover him. I mean, that's
exactly.
And so I'll do a video post. And so let's say, for instance, you're trying to reach Muslims. We'll find YouTube Muslim, programs or YouTube videos, and then post a video response to that. And I do that all the time on the Young Turks. I do that all the time on right wing, whatever the hell it's called. I can't remember. I'm sorry, guys. It's something I was like.
Rightwing.org, I think.
Rightwing.org. Okay.
Rightwingwatch.org.
Right wing. Okay, I had other words, just got them jumbled up. And you have to forgive me. I'm sober. Ain't worth a damn. Anyway, so that's what I do. I will go out there, and I've already had, and it's really cool. I've had Bible thumping wingnut already give me 2 video responses. I mean, it's been out there, and the first one, of course, I answered back, and we were, But what's nice about it is that his people are going to see that. And the second one, I decided, well, because after I got the shout out from Claire, from Wildwood Claire, and should she be watching, I love you. I love you. You're so wonderful.
Link in the description below. Wildwood Claire is a huge, is the queen of all YouTube. That's my title for her.
I call her the first lady of YouTube.
She is.
Let me, as a side note, let me say this about giving shout outs. Now, I'm kind of particular, but I've got I'm almost thinking that I'm not good for people, and because I'm such an ass. I know it. I know I'm an ass. I mean, I could live with that, I figured my wife can live with it for 33 years. I can sure as hell live with it, But the day that she gave me the shout out, that morning I had told my wife, I said, I think it's over. I don't want to do this any longer. I do enjoy it, but I've only got 46 subs after, I think it was at that point, 8 months. And, I just don't know. And then that afternoon, and I was injured. I had a severe back injury. And, I mean, I was in pain. I was on narcotics. My brain was exploding in all these different directions. So I really wasn't, all there. Well, not all there anyway. But I was worse not all there. And, and then all of a sudden, here is this email, or I guess it was a PM, from Claire saying, I'm giving you a shout-out tomorrow. And I used to sit there for months. I love her videos. I post them every frickin' Sunday on both my YouTube, my Facebook pages. And all of a sudden, and I used to think, boy, I would love to get a shout-out from her. Because she was always shouting out. And I just, oh, it'd be so wonderful. But, you think, well, who the hell are you? So, and because she's so big and you're so tiny. And when she did that, man, that didn't just put wind in my sails. That was a fucking hurricane in my sails. And I mean, bam, I just, even if nothing would have come of it, the fact that one of the people I admired the most on YouTube, which is Claire, actually took notice of me.
Right.
I thought, damn. I mean, I couldn't believe it. It's like, to me, it was like, the guy with the big envelope from a publisher's clearinghouse.
Right.
It was amazing, absolutely amazing.
That's how I found you, Bobby. I didn't know anything about you, and I probably still wouldn't know about you, and you wouldn't have been part of my show or one of my friends that I Google Hangout with at least once a week, or when I'm upset, you comfort me, like when my mother's in the hospital. all of that happened because Claire shouted you out in a video, and I immediately went and subbed you, and never regretted it at one bit. You're good for me.
Thank you.
You want to say you're not good for people? That's bullshit, dude.
Well,
me and my life.
I just recognize that I have 33 years of pent up anger because you know what? Well, anyway, that's another topic. I'll tell you what your next show needs to be, so you can have me on, so I can just really. And then from there, the Living Dinosaurs saw that, and then you know, I got a shout out from there, and I watched within 6 weeks. I went from 46 or 48 subscribers to just under 2,000 right now.
Wow.
It's still small. I mean, it's still small. I understand. I'm no big head here. I understand. But if one of the, I don't know what to do. My YouTube videos are geared toward the atheist, the one who doesn't have a fucking clue what we're talking about, who never had religion. Now, you know, they want to understand, but this is something you have to experience, I believe. It's just like, you know, when my wife had children, I was in the delivery room with her. In fact, my last baby, our last child, I helped deliver. The doctor allowed me to deliver the child, which was really cool. And but even that, I was in there. I watched her discomfort, but there's no way I can even begin to understand what she was going through, because it's something that has to be experienced. And so I hope to encourage new atheists or agnostics, and I consider myself like a bird dog. I go out there, I piss them off, so they raise up to start trying to, you know, attack me, and it's wonderful. There's a subscriber I have by the name of D. Patel, and man, he will swoop down, and this guy is so fucking smart, you know, and it's just wonderful. So, you know, we need to help each other, and these shout-outs are important.
I agree.
You know, but if you really want to give people a response, get brassy. Go to their site. You know, make a video and say, hey, I think this was stupid. And if you don't think, if you think I'm not that smart, you ought to come to my channel, because I got some news for you, buddy. You don't know crap, you know, or whatever. Now, me, I'm an in-your-face kind of guy.
Right.
You know, that's who I am, because by nature I'm a coward. I am. I'm scared of my own shadow, so that's why I rush into the fight to get it over with. So anyway,
Well, and naturally, my channel, it just organic.
You're a nice guy, and the world needs more nice guys.
Yeah.
Like
Well, the thing is organically, my channel kind of came to. I'm letting Christians, because I live in America. Surprise, surprise. I'm letting Christians know and atheists know that the God of the Bible is the God of the Quran. If you believe God writes books, it's the same God. It's the God of Abraham, the monotheistic God, which is true. And people don't know this. And so that's one of the things I'm trying to do. And also, changing the world doesn't just mean destroying religion, because I fucking hate religion. It's also informing people about diseases. It's also informing people about slavery. And so I'm going to try to do that too. And it's important that you're just not a one-trick pony. Like Robin, she does her random thoughts, which are freaking awesome. She does a little light reading, which is great. More atheists reading the Bible on the internet, like TheBibleReloaded, and Robin is just freaking incredible. And then she does a funny show on Friday. She's not a one-trick pony. That will get will get subs and will keep people watching.
But the reason why I came to YouTube wasn't. It honestly had nothing to do with atheism or anything like that. It's more. My thing is more equality. And it's mostly about gay people. I don't understand. Their Bible tells them they're supposed to love everybody, right? Love thy neighbor as thyself. But yet they treat these people like they're shit, like they're actual shit.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
And that's why I came here. It really had nothing to do with atheism, although I am an atheist. But I was like on Facebook getting blocked by people because of my opinions. And it was my pal Satan's pen pal who said, Robin, you should go to YouTube, because honestly nobody was listening to my shit on Facebook. So I did, and I just started, and it just brought me to the Christians. It brought me to the religious people. because they were the ones who hate homosexuals just for being who they are. I mean, they're just being themselves. They're not choosing to do anything.
That's why I like to describe this show as a show about equality too, even if not necessarily.
That is my main issue.
Equality is such a beautiful thing, and bigotry and hate just blinds your mind and just keeps you from being able to learn about people.
But it seems to all come from that fucking book. I mean,
it does.
Honestly.
It does.
Because listen, I'm from Louisiana. I know all about racism, okay? And my own family is a family of racists, okay?
I was a bigot. I was a racist.
I'm telling you,
a homophobe.
It starts there. It starts there, like white people are the chosen race. Well, no, we're all from the same damn race, aren't we? We're all humans.
It doesn't say
we're
that.
We're all from the human race.
It says that the Jews are God's
Well, you know, white people, Southern white people think that.
Well,
okay?
They think a lot of dumb things. All right, well, let me. We're getting a bunch of comments. Let me read a few of these off in a row, and then we can discuss whichever ones we want. Let's see here. Bot-a-Bit says he has a video, How to Convert an Atheist, Irrefutable Evidence. He goes, that's not deceptive at all.
That's good, actually.
Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna have to
steal that.
I'm gonna be sneaky, I think, in the future. And so
hey, look, what's this? Oh, no, that's not it.
That's not Big Red. You keep teasing me. You're gonna have to bring Big Red on the show.
He may make an appearance later.
He can make an appearance later, and you have to get him a hat. Apparently,
I don't have a hat. I gotta make a hat.
You gotta make a hat. Let's see here.
You know what they're calling it now?
What?
A hat? I mean, is that what they call that now?
A condom is a hat.
No.
I'm gonna make a bow tie and a hat.
Hey, I'm 53. I've been out of touch for 33 years. I'm trying to catch up.
Hey, I'm 52, so.
I don't know if you want to catch up that quickly. But Base Shed has a really good point. One thing I know is that if you remind people about death, they will become more religious when they are thinking about it, and that I believe that's a true statement. Reminding people about death will cause them to become religious because it's the root of the problem. They're cowards. They're refusing to give up their false hope on an afterlife, and they'll do whatever some evil fucking book tells them to, and they'll hold on, no matter how non-religious they actually are, to this bullshit and defend it because they're terrified of death. And newsflash, it's fucking scary thinking about death.
Live your life for your life, though. Don't live your life for something that may or may not happen after. I mean, come on.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point.
Enjoy what you got in front of you right now.
Yeah. Live your life and don't worry about death because it's irrational. It's inevitable.
It's gonna happen.
And once you're dead, it's gonna feel like it was before you were born. And what is scary is dying, not being dead. Being dead is the least scary thing in the world, and it sucks. And that's reality, and it just so happens to be that we live and then we're dead and we don't remember. And that's most likely what happens, just like a butterfly or an ant or a dog, unfortunately. Let me get to a couple more comments. GodlessGlen says, Bobby, you're so kind.
See, Bobby.
GodlessGlen is asking if anyone else is having problems with monetizing videos as being listed under review. I was.
Mine today. I'm having trouble with the one I uploaded today.
All right. What I got mine to be monetized. It did not work for Glenn, but it worked for me. It might work for everyone else. What I did is I went into my video manager. I clicked on the little monetize button that says under review. It brought me to the monetization. I unchecked monetized and I hit save. Then I went back to my video manager. It still said under review. I refreshed. It went away. Like it was never monetized.
I tried that today.
I don't monetize, so.
Then I went back to monetization. I checked monetize again. I hit save. I went back to my video manager. It said it wasn't monetized. I refreshed, and it was monetized. Dragnauct, I guess invites are working. What's up, Dragnauct? Hey, you're muted. and if you could turn on a light, that'd be cool too.
Unmute first.
Maybe invites are working now. So Bod to Bits and GodlessGlen, check for invites again. I'm gonna send you one. Oh, PW also 1, 2, 3. I don't care how many. I'm sending out invites again because they seem to be working. Glenn. Who else? Bod.
Okay, any more questions or?
Yeah, I got bunches of comments to read. But let's let Dragnauct introduce himself. Dragnauct, tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your channel. Then I'm going to read a couple comments, and then I'll let you speak for a while, all right?
Okay, cool. I'm trying to get my little thing up here. All right, can you all hear me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sorry about the time change. Really messes with me. That working out 3 times a day and family. I'm busy. But I'm so glad I made it. I'm actually one of the members of Black Free Thinkers. We generally have a Facebook page, and we're on Blog Talk Radio. Every day there's a show. There's one going on right now about the Cult of Dusty video, where he refers to Black Christians as Uncle Tom and whatnot. So we pretty much have a discussion on really. There's nothing too specific. Anything is up for discussion. It's generally about theists and theist arguments, and the kind of crazy stuff that they talk about and want to project. But it's even a kind of an introspective look on how things are viewed within the atheist community itself. I, in particular, am one of the newer members, and I have a show on Friday with a friend of mine, Carl Egburn, and he and I cover a myriad of topics. But personally, I'm a soldier. I'm currently an active duty soldier in the Army, and yes, as a black atheist soldier, I'm within a very, very small microcosm of a lot of things, so that makes things interesting. That's on top of being a combat medic. I'm studying nursing and have a family. I have a son that I just had to give a paper towel to, and also trying to do so many things and trying to really undo a lot of the regressive thinking that was forced upon me for 20-odd years. So I guess I could say my best attribute is that I give an interesting look into things from a humorous point of view, and also from the aspect of that not too many people get to come in contact with, especially the dynamic of being a black atheist, when everyone that approaches me assumes that I'm some form of Christian. The interaction in the family of nothing but ministers, missionaries, preachers, pastors, you name it. So it's opportunities like this that I try to grasp onto, and I'm so glad I made a fan from Michael here, that he could actually invite me on the show, and I could give a very interesting look into this dynamic. But I'll go ahead and shut up now, eat the food my wife gave me.
No,
please.
People need to know who you are. I was drawn into your channel because I was a new atheist, and it was first of all, it was because you're a black atheist, and there's not very many of you. I'm a big fan of you, and I'm a big fan of Alexander Carson, just because of you have a different upbringing and a different type of religious upbringing and a different way of looking at the world. So it captivates me. And then I found out you were a soldier, and since I'm trying my damnedest to get in the fucking military, it's a bunch of jumping through hoops right now. I'm freaking incredible how hard it is to get into the military when you're 30. But so then I found out about that and watched that very informative video you have about it, and so happy that that's the case, that it's more about rank than it is about religion or not religion, and that you actually are treated more equal when you're in your military life than you are in your civilian. That's correct. That's pretty much the whole point, right, that you were trying to make? It's more equal.
It is.
Is it really? Because I was worried about Michael when he goes into the military.
Yeah, so I'm not sure really where this concept comes from. It might be from a lot of movies or really bad experiences, but
Probably.
What I have found out in the military is that people are more understanding of who you are and what you are. I mean, you could be this weirdo that loves sleeping with stuffed animals, and people will accept you more readily than, you know, if you had said that to a coworker working at Home Depot or wherever else. But it's a different culture. The culture of the military is that the person to your left, person to your right is your brother or sister. They're not just a random weirdo you work with. They're somebody that you want to be depending on in a life or death scenario, potentially. So judging that person off some really arbitrary feature or attribute or, you know, interest they may have is so minuscule that it's not even worth the hassle over. Now, that's not to say that you won't run into some Jesus freaks out there, because one of my NCOs a few years ago was one, but we had a mutual respect for each other. It wasn't, you know, he tried to force anything upon me or I try to force anything upon him, or we try to convert each other. You know, we'll have a pleasant discourse, and we might, you know, get one of those agree to disagree things, which I don't like doing, but in a professional arena, yes, that's somewhat acceptable. But it is.
That's good to hear, though. I'm glad.
You also mentioned that it's easier to have an open conversation, too, in the military about belief and lack of belief, too, is that people are more willing to actually hear you out.
They are. They find it interesting. We actually had a class. Every morning, generally, you'll do PT, physical training. So during one of these sessions, we reserve one day of the week to actually have a form of training. And this particular training was a cultural diversity training where we learned different cultural aspects of folks born in Lebanon and Saudi Arabia and different things like that. And a part of our homework beforehand was to write down what religion we are and different things about different religions so we can dispel some of these misconceptions. And we all shared, you know, we had a Wiccan, you know, I was one of the atheists, and you know, we had some of the Roman Orthodox, and we all sat down and shared and talked about it. And when religion does get brought up, for whatever reason, I'm more than happy to take my dog tags off and show them to somebody, because they say, my dog tags actually say atheist, and not so many people even know that you could do that.
Yeah, I'm listed as an atheist too in my my folder, and it actually helped in one situation. I don't want to be specific about it, but let's just say I needed a senior officer to okay something, and it just so happened that she was an atheist, so I think that it helped. But I'm not afraid of being an atheist in the military. I'm afraid of not getting in the military. I need to take care of my children, and time is running out. It's been almost 5 months for me to try to get in the military, and now I was held up at gunpoint when I was a manager at Domino's, and because I called the cops, that was one too many police interactions, and now I have to go in front of a senior officer and discuss whether or not I'm moral enough to be in the military. So it's so difficult. I just want to serve my country. I want to be a patriot. I want to be a moral atheist. I want to help from the inside. I want to take care of my children, and I want to have a future. There's no future right now for me. The economy is shit. I don't have a vehicle. I live out in the middle of the country, and I've forfeited the last 4 or 5 months of my life trying to get into the military. So I just hope they take me. I really do. I scored a 125 on my ASVAB test, so I qualify for every single job in the military too. So I heard it was a pretty fucking high score. It was higher than most of the recruiters. So
yeah, and you'll see that. It's actually, I wouldn't pay too much attention to studying when I went in. I was trying to actually get my wife in at the time. So mine is actually only, I think, maybe 111 or 112. But at 110, anything above 110, you're golden, because 110 is the minimum to be an officer. So there's one thing that I found out about the military is that there's always a waiver. And for almost anything, there's always a waiver. If you find someone with enough rank that, you know, knows you, they can make stuff happen. There's just only paperwork and there's only signatures holding you back.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I'm waiting on is a signature at this point. I'm going to be projected as after they get this one piece of paper from Pennsylvania saying I handled something and I discuss my morals with an officer. which I'm sure I'll be fine because I'm about as moral as they come. Even though I am an atheist, I do have morals because I am a single father of 2, and you have to be moral. You just have to take care of children correctly. So hopefully that works out. I'll keep everyone on this channel and everyone on my other channel informed of what's going on. But let me get to a couple comments real quick, and then I'll let you discuss any ideas you have, Dragnauct, on hooking atheists in, and then I'll let Bobby talk a little bit because
I want to hook theists in, not atheists.
Theists, yeah.
We're experts at hooking atheists in.
Yeah, a bunch of atheists.
We're easy.
Hey, Big Red, y'all are easy. Okay.
Dragnauct, if you don't know who Big Red is, go subscribe to Robin. Yeah, don't show them what Big Red is. Let them subscribe to you.
It's right here. Look. See?
No, it's not.
Red.
That is not Big Red.
It's red.
The viewers have been saying, I don't know if it's fixed itself, but a while ago they were saying that the video's been freezing on them. It's not on my end. My bandwidth is.
I've only seen Bobby freeze. That's it.
Yeah, but hopefully it fixes itself. If not, you can watch the episode on Almighty Atheists or Quiet Time.
Bobby, we need the thaw for you.
Need the what?
The thaw.
Oh.
We're trying to freeze out Bobby, so we need to thaw him out.
All right, couple comments here. Keep this interactive. CWWAwesome, my be right back sign. Here, I'll bring it up again real quick. This is my be right back. I worked on this all night. Hold on. Oh, damn it, I lost it. Hold on, 1 second. Where's the Jesus thing? Bam. So this is my be right back.
You're right. Where is the Jesus thing?
Where is Jesus? I thought he was coming right back. I thought he was coming right back.
Oh.
Hallelujah!
So,
praise Jesus!
I'm glad you like that. I like it too. I think that's freaking awesome.
Make me go off in tongues, man. I'll do it.
Oh, please do. Please.
Where's Glenn? Bobby and Glenn need to go speak in tongues for us. Where's Glenn?
I have no idea. Oh, he can't join in, apparently.
Damn, Glenn.
Damn it. Let's see here. Bud says it's easy to get views. He's had videos with 50,000 plus views in 24 hours. One was on Islam and one was on Nibiru. So I'm guessing the title brought people in. Nibiru. I was terrified of Nibiru for a while. I mean, being a conspiracy theorist is not healthy. It is so not healthy.
No. Whoa, hold on. I just looked at the chat. I see RedLine's in here, and he's telling Rand to shut the fuck up, and it has to be Rand Cambell.
Rand Campbell's watching?
Evidently, Rand Cambell is watching. Hi, Rand. I know you're
Hi, Rand.
Hey, Rand Campbell. Why don't you ever engage me when I put a comment on your videos?
Oh, it's okay.
Are you afraid of a little girl?
No, he's not. He actually, I don't know. Actually, Michael, did you see my video where I recorded a section of Rand Cambell ranting? And it's nothing but him throwing just these horrible insults at people. And he's calling Tim Havoner fat face and the cheesecake thief and
he's calling somebody fat face?
The irony. All I could do was laugh. You can't even hear me in the video, maybe but a third of a second laugh, because he's calling someone else fat. Even though I love you, Rand, you're kind of crazy, but I love you to death. Him and Bible Stuff and Wingnut.
I want theists to watch my shows, so I mean, I might not agree with like anything you say, but thanks for watching. I mean, honestly, I actually feel a little honored. So thank you, all theists. If anybody who's watching that's religious, thank you. I tried not to offend. That's Bobby's job. But I honestly, I want people.
You and me, Bobby.
In my section, as long as you keep it civil, I want people to comment in my section. I want you to watch my videos. I want to know your input. I really do. I'm trying to learn about as much as I can, and I can't do that with a bunch of atheists who agree with me already. Sorry, atheists. I love you.
We understand.
But yeah. So Rand Campbell's watching. So yay.
We're special.
We are special. And the show, I used to say it's an hour-long show. It's bullshit. It's a 2-hour-long show, especially
It is
now.
what it is. What it is.
It is what it is. We'll talk as long as we want. You can always go away. We have 20 viewers, by the way, so awesome.
Oh, do I have to put my tiara back on then?
Will you please put it on for the 20 viewers
It's
live?
giving me a headache.
Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to.
Hey, if we get 25, I'll go get Big Red.
Yes, 25 viewers. Everyone tell their mother to come online.
No, not their mother. Not their mother, no.
I'm starting to figure out what Big Red is.
Oh, you're right. You're pretty right.
Yeah, if your mother happens to be Ma Parker, sure, go ahead and get the bitch. But other than that, respect your mom.
All right, GodlessGlen says he's going to start referring to the Bible-thumping wingnut as the Bible-humping wingnut.
Oh, yes.
He's okay.
Yes.
Wait, Bald the Bits. He's a fan of mine, and I've been with him on the Magic Sandwich show. Oh, I forgot about that. Yes, I do know Thunderfoot and DPR Jones. I've talked to Arn Raw on and offline. They are familiar with me, and actually Arn Raw is the one who introduced me to Alex Jones over the internet. And once I get out of the military, I'll be linking up with him.
That's where I know his name from the Magic Sandwich show. That's where
exactly
I know that name from.
Yes. And actually, Bible thumping wingnut's not too bad of a guy. I've sat down and I've talked to him a few times. He's not really one of the bad crazy theists. His buddy Rand, however, I love you, Rand. You eat too much caffeine, too much cheesecake. I'm
Rand
cheesecake is right.
Hey.
Rand says that us atheists are whiners. I don't think so.
I don't think anybody's whine.
How are you spelling that? Are we doing W-I-N-E-R?
Right.
No, it's W-H-I-N-E-R.
Oh, well, fuck that. No.
Yeah, whatever.
I'm a runner.
Whatever.
Yeah, well, yeah.
He's the one always crying on his show, right?
Don't taunt him too much. Come on, I want him to
He just called us a bunch of whines.
What's wrong?
I'm going to get Big Red right now.
That doesn't make
I'm sorry. The United States doesn't employ whiners, so I'm not sure what you're talking about. You know, I didn't get this here by whining.
Yeah.
No, and you didn't get that because you're immoral either.
Exactly.
You don't need some big man in the sky telling you that it's okay to rape and it's okay to own slaves to be moral. You just don't. You don't. What you need is a good father and a good mother to teach you morals. Or you need to grow the fuck up and learn morals yourself. Honestly. Let's see, a couple more comments here, and then we'll let Bobby talk a little bit. Rand Campbell says, you guys actually brag about antagonizing Christians. Yep.
Yep. He doesn't brag about antagonizing us?
I don't. Double standard.
Well, of course there's a double standard. He's a Christian, for crying out loud.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
Atheists are fools. The Bible talks about that. Referring to the Bible as an authority is a fallacy. A fallacy is a known bad argument. You can't use the Bible to prove the Bible. So until you can prove the Bible without the Bible, then I don't think you're allowed to use it. Sorry.
Hey, ask him to figure this out for us.
Oh, yeah. Rand Campbell.
Ask him to figure this out.
If you can, in the comment section, or, I don't know, make a video response to this video when it posts on how the fuck 5 million species of animals can fit on an ark, that'd be nice. Because
it's TARDIS. That's the only way.
Yeah.
We decided.
It has to be.
TARDIS, that is the only way. Or this other thing right here. I don't know what. I forgot what you call it.
I just figured it out. Moses was actually one of the doctors.
Yeah, he had to be. It was before the chameleon chip broke, so it looked like a big arc, but it was time and relative dimension in space, and therefore was infinite on the inside. That's where they put all the poop, too. It's still there.
That's right.
Yeah. Let's see here. Couple more comments. Man, lots of comments coming in. We got 21 viewers. Lots of comments.
Uh-oh. 4 more.
We got a theist on here, so that's cool. Believe your Bible, Ren. Your skull is too thick to believe in anything else, says the Careful Atheist. More antagonizing, Ren. I'll come on one of your shows, Ren, so you can have a bunch of Christians attacking me because you know, make it fair. Whatever. I can handle it. I'm not a whiner. and I have a very strong backbone. Bought a Bit says poor Christians so in need of a blowjob, but the Bible says it's a sin. Facehead says that atheists often love to have theists to talk with. I fucking love talking.
I do.
I just wish they would listen, or at least shut up long enough.
Answer questions.
Yeah,
answer
or
questions.
answer a question.
Oh, Rand wants an invite. He wants to come in and chat. I say, why not?
I say invite him. Fuck that.
Okay.
Oh, you'd have to join my circle first, though. I don't know. Rand, if you can go to the AlmightyAtheists, plural, one word, Google Plus page, and add me to your circle, I'll add you back, and then you're more than welcome to come on. But if people start screaming at each other, I'm going to mute you. Atheist or theist, I don't give a shit. No screaming over each other. Take one turn at a time to talk.
Weren't we just doing that
to
each other?
Should I leave now?
Oh, come on. Me and Bobby are not going to have any fun anymore.
Oh, hell. What?
Where's my tissues? I like to yell at people.
Rand, misunderstanding. I mean, I would like to get more views because you're on, but I want you on just because you're a theist, and it's only fair. And I'm not afraid of theists, and I'm not afraid of Yahweh, and I'm not afraid of Allah, and I'm not afraid of Jesus. So
now, I want to tell you though, you be pissing God off. He does two things: he fucks with the internet, and he kills your cow. Okay, so.
Well, the whole fucking with the internet's pretty funny because on the Bible thumping wingnut show, every single time Eric started talking, it would freeze.
I know. Did you see that? That was hilarious.
It was hilarious. It's like, oh wow, God's freezing the internet.
Even God gets bored with Eric Hovind.
Eric Hovind gets bored with
it.
All right. Obviously, Dragnauct, you know how to see the comments. I was trying to show Robin and Bobby, but so if you can help keep.
You never finished.
We let's go over our topic while I'm waiting for our good friend Rand Cambell to add me to his circle. I'll add him back. I will. You can come on the show. Do you have any ideas, Dragnauct, on how to hook the religious in, either in your title or in your actual presentation, to put a little seed of logic inside their brain? Do you have any tricks that you use to get theists to view your videos?
Well, I've actually had a few people send me private messages that my videos have made them think, and they have not, I guess, heard of certain arguments that I presented or certain scenarios. One thing that I found, particularly in my own, I guess you could call it deconversion, is that certain videos and certain conversation got me to think, is that the things, what is it? It's called the Deconversion series on YouTube, a very comprehensive, although anecdotal, display of how religion works, and it uses these different pillars, one being faith, and one, anecdotal evidence, and the Bible. But if you go and attack those pillars, everything else falls because there's nothing holding up your belief now. So, and I'm saying attack because it's aggressive, and I like the wording, but it's not really an attack. It's more of, well, let me actually examine this pillar, because this pillar might not be made of granite. It might be made out of sandstone, and it's a lot weaker than I originally thought. So,
holy shit. Rand Cambell said that the military accepted you because they like losers. That's fucking insultive as shit, dude.
Where's that bitch at right now?
Dude, well, I was trying to let people play. It's fucking on. Everyone
I thought we were being nice.
Because this is an American soldier.
I thought we were being nice.
Fucking freedom, and somebody wants to call him a loser. That's fucked up, dude.
Hey,
that's fine. That's
bend
fine.
over, Rand Cambell. Bend over.
Yes, Rand. We can't disprove God either, but we can disprove your fucking Bible.
When has he ever proven God?
You can't prove God. Just like you can't prove fucking unicorns. You can't prove a negative. You can't disprove a negative. That's why people don't disprove unicorns and dragons, because they don't fucking exist.
Well, what he just said about this kid, whatever he has to say means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. What an asshole. I'm sorry. What an asshole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, why don't we
asshole.
put Rand Campbell in boot camp and see how he likes it?
Why don't I go get Big Red and have him
Put
bend
him in
over?
the gas chamber. Tell him to take off his fucking mask. See if he's the first one to do it.
Oh no,
I'm pissed off now.
I had to go through the gas chamber twice actually because a buddy of mine ran into me and knocked my case loose. So drill sergeant saw him, was like, "No, you get to go again," and that was a horrible experience. But
what kind of gas is that?
It's called CS gas, and CS means cause of snot. The actual, yeah, exactly. The actual compound, I would have to talk to a chemical buddy of mine and get the name because that's his job. I'm a combat medic. I save lives. I don't deal with stinky gas, but I could actually look that up for you.
That's like right.
You're a loser, right? You're a loser that.
Yeah, you're a big loser who goes into combat and saves people's lives. So you're a big loser. What a fucking asshole.
And you have no morals because you're an atheist, so you don't believe that whatever God tells you to do is right and wrong. You actually think for your fucking self.
I'm really pissed off right now, by the way, just to let you know.
I don't know how to send the link to...
Who gives a shit?
Fuck Rand.
Asshole.
Dude.
Let's all go to his channel right now. Come on.
Join my circle, and I'll invite you, but this show's more important than me sending some link to you.
So he can come on here and insult this kid?
Yeah, face to face. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah, at least he could be man enough to do it like that.
What a...
I mean, go for it. He's entertaining. I mean, it's not a problem. It's not a problem to me. I mean, I'm used to being insulted by, but I've seen Rand. I've seen some of his videos, and I've seen congestive heart failure in his near future. So nothing he says honestly is going to affect me at all. Because trust me, I go to the gym 3 times a day, and I work on this. So it's like, okay,
there you go.
For it.
We're not whiners, and we're all grown-ups. It pretty much takes a grown-up to
Who the hell was whining?
My choice. How long have you been an atheist, Dragnauct?
Oh, that's actually a really good question. I gotta do a little math. Hold on.
I gotta do a little math too. Here, my chalkboard. Here.
Well, technically, I want to say I've been a skeptic all my life.
There you go.
But after Hurricane Katrina in 2005, I want to say that's where I really started to make a change.
Are you from there?
I'm from Louisiana, yes. Yeah,
oh, me too. I'm from New Orleans.
New Orleans? Okay, so you're right across the lake. You're right across
I don't live in New Orleans anymore. I live in Florida, but I'm from New Orleans. Where do you live?
Right now I live in...
If you don't want to say, don't.
Well, RedLine wants to be on. I think RedLine should be on. Give it. I'm trying to say.
What were you saying, sweetie?
Sorry.
Right now I'm in California.
Oh, okay. Were you in Louisiana for Katrina?
Yes.
Were you? See, my whole family still lives there. My mother was actually trapped in the middle of the city in a hospital with my sister-in-law. So it was pretty awful. Yeah, and there's a God who said he wasn't going to flood the earth anymore.
Ha, ha, ha. Yeah.
Yeah, tell the people of New Orleans that, right? What an asshole.
Google Plus is an asshole.
Okay, I want to address Rand real quick. Most people that join the military do it because they can't make it in society. Dragnauct's a nice guy, but joining the military doesn't make him a man. Actually, no, I joined the military because most of my family is actually in the military. The males in my family do some type of military service. That's just a part of our culture, our family, I guess, tradition. Now, what makes you a man is very subjective. I promise you I've done things that you'll never do in your life. I've been through things that you will never go through in your life. I can guarantee you that you have never climbed a mountain a mile high. And I actually have dirt from the top of that mountain right here in this bottle. Just something to remind me of what I've done and what many haven't. So it's not, I mean, I can make it a pissing contest, but I don't like to do that because some people join the military and they have pretty cush lives. My job as a combat medic can be cush depending on where I work, but at the end of the day, I'm the one that you see in movies where people yell medic and they need someone to go and save them and pull them from from a firefight into cover and then save their lives so they can go home and see their family. So if that doesn't make someone a man, I don't know what does.
It shows how much of a man Rand Cambell is because of what he said. So, you know what? We should just ignore his ass.
Well, I mean, honestly, I was trying to be civil and nice. Cause,
well, of course we were. We were all trying to be civil.
I'm a loving atheist, okay? And I try to give everyone a chance,
but that was uncalled for. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that was uncalled for.
You don't know this man. I don't even know this man.
Hey, look. He should have insulted me for having a potty mouth, or Bobby for being a loud mouth, or whatever. But that, no, that's bullshit.
That is bullshit.
I'm pissed off.
My personal opinion of the man went from to fuck you.
Yeah, I didn't even give a shit before. Now I'm really mad.
So whatever, fucking whatever, dude. Why don't you go to heaven already?
Yeah, there you go.
I don't tell people to go to hell. You want to go to heaven? Bye. See ya. Get off my fucking planet. Let the children of this planet live without your bullshit nonsense and your objective morals of a fucking deity that does evil things. Have you actually read the Old Testament? Have you read Deuteronomy? Have you read Hosea 13:16? I mean, have you actually read the shit? Because I'm guessing you did, maybe, but you didn't actually read it, or oh, it's just an analogy, or what the fuck ever. If you actually read the Bible for its face value, it's fucking disgusting. It's so fucking hard.
You should have mentioned Ezekiel 20-20.
That one too. Shit, I got a whole list of these. I got a list of my talking points, man. I'll just start reading off some scriptures here in a second. Don't make me get my Bible. I have one. I'm an atheist.
Uh-oh.
I don't read your comments. I don't see any comments.
Okay. Let's read some comments. Man, there's lots of
comments are awesome.
I do like reading comments, and I like it that this is an interactive show. The Careful Atheist said Rand just had a heart attack.
Yay! Hey, he can go save his life.
Wait, let me try to invite RedLine one more time, because I really want RedLine here, because I love his vocal opinions.
Do we have 25 viewers yet?
RedLine, I sent you an invite. Try your damnedest to get on. I hope it works. I really do, because whatever you want to say, RedLine, I would love to fucking hear it at this point. Let's see here. I'm going to read some comments. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Yeah, there's a lot. All right, here we go. This is a group of reprobates. What the fuck is a reprobate?
Reprobates.
That would be us.
That's us.
What? Define. Define. Somebody define it for me, so I don't have to Google it.
Oh, a reprobate. Oh, well.
Who said it?
Oh, Rand, our favorite person in the whole world right now.
Well, coming from him, it doesn't mean anything, so what the hell?
It's just a stronger word meaning sinner, unrighteous, people who follow after filthy lucre and all the other King James bullshit. And, you know, that's all it is. It's just another pejorative word to say, I can't fight you on logic, so
I'll call you names.
I'm going to call you names.
I'll call you names. Nana boo boo.
He says watching us is like watching someone caught in a lie trying to defend themselves. Have you been religious long?
You mean like this? Look, like this?
Holy shit.
That's funny.
Thanks for all the great content, Rand. I'm appreciating this.
Ow.
You should really look in the mirror. I'm so sorry, but the Bible is so obviously not from God. I mean, it's obvious. I mean, a 5-year-old, as long as a 5-year-old knows how to read, would be able to see how.
I'm sorry. No. A 5-year-old would figure this out and go, what the fuck is this? This is the greatest fairy tale ever told.
Well, what's interesting, though, I mean, not to get, like, real deep on anything, but you have to teach a child to hate and to be a bigot.
Exactly.
You have to teach, because they instinctively know that this shit is bullshit. They're going to ask questions, well, how did that happen? And how did that happen? I mean, I feel, personally, that the human brain is, this is all, you know, I don't have any data, so shame on me, but I think we are just instinctively logic.
Right.
You know, if I don't see a bridge in front of me, I'm not stepping off the damn cliff. I don't care how much the bridge is there and have faith. Not going to do it.
We are born a blank canvas, and then we are made what we end up.
This whole born into sin thing is bullshit. Has anyone ever seen a one-day-old baby? I have.
No baby has
sinned
that original sin on them. I'm sorry. That's just shit.
You have to uphold the creation story and the original sin, or there's no fucking purpose for Jesus.
There's no Jesus. That's
There's no
right.
Jesus, absolutely.
And unfortunately,
so a baby is born, and a baby is a sinner.
The human beings have been around 10 times longer than the Bible has, at least, if not more. So yeah, that and there was no worldwide flood. I'm sorry, there wasn't.
No. Somebody asked the question on my last Bible, a little light reading. She left a comment for me. She said, Robin, if the dove went out and found an olive branch and brought it back, that proves that if there was a flood, it was localized if the dove went out and found an olive branch. Because all the trees would have been, everything would have been dead.
Trees breathe
Michael,
oxygen.
you and I, that's right, you and I have already discussed this, so everything would have been dead.
Roots.
Where did the dove find the olive branch?
Trees breathe oxygen through their roots, so people know this. That's why if you overwater a plant, it dies. It literally suffocates.
Exactly.
And a plant cannot be underwater 370 days. It cannot. It cannot. It will drown. It will drown, and it will be dead. And unless God, I don't know, magic. I guess it's all magic.
But even that part of it is saying that it wasn't a worldwide flood. It couldn't have been a worldwide flood if the dove went out and found an olive branch.
It's bullshit. And to say, oh, well, the mountains were smaller than the flood made the mountains. It's like, okay, well, then the mountains would be above water because the flood made the mountain. None of it makes sense. It's such bullshit.
I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. I don't want to say it wrong.
Oh, Dragnauct.
Dragnauct. You saw what Louisiana, what Mississippi, Alabama looked like after Katrina. I mean, they were underwater for what, a week? There was, honestly, even after a week, the trees were bare. Just after a week.
Yeah, nothing lived, even around my own house.
Nothing lived after that.
You can't.
And only 1 week underwater.
Yeah, and it's funny that they won't acknowledge an older story, a very similar story called the Epic of Gilgamesh. They won't recognize that.
Yeah, really.
But, you know, they will, I just sent them the link. But it's funny. It's like, have any of you ever seen what happens during a flood? But the thing is wrong. They are making these assertions that's actually a presupposition. They have no proof or evidence other than the Bible. Of course, they believe the Bible because it's the Word of God. Well, why do you do that? Because of circular reasoning.
Exactly.
So that's why I kind of.
So you know, eyewitness, and I went down there like 6 months after Katrina. There's no way that a dove could have flown out and got an olive branch.
All right, RedLine, knock yourself the fuck out.
Wow, you really hate that fucker, don't you?
I didn't at first. I really tried. I don't know if anybody actually.
Well, I'm just trying to say, don't waste.
Glenn!
Glenn!
RedLine, say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Let's all let RedLine talk.
He can take that Bible that's full of lies, fairy tales, and conspiracy theory, completely devoid of all fact, wrap it in barbed wire, and shove it so far up his ass he'll have the wire poking out of his fucking throat.
I love it! I love you!
Please jump back and see
the
tank you crawled out of. You don't insult anybody from any military branch, you piece of fucking shit.
What an asshole.
I can't top that.
Punch him in the face.
Oh, God damn.
That was very well said. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm glad I can help.
Thank you.
Hey, do we have 25 viewers yet? That was weird.
Oh, we have 20.
Yeah.
20 live viewers, but we don't have 25 yet. But we got Rand Campbell watching. Oh, fucking yay. Try to be nice.
I should bring out Big Red just for him.
Yeah, you should.
No, that would just make him feel like a small little man.
All the more reason to bring it out. Oh, man.
But, fun show, guys.
Yeah. Thanks,
Definitely fun
lots
show.
Of fun. Lots of fun.
It's a good one, apparently. Brought a
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, and
we got Rand Campbell in. Woo!
Yay for
yeah,
us.
you pretty much got the asshole of the Christian horse right there.
Oh my. Ooh.
Yeah, you really went. You took a really bad whole reason to believe anything, and then just made everybody that believes the same shit as you just look like a fucking idiot and an immoral piece of shit. So congratulations.
Like I said, he could have insulted any one of us, and who gives a shit? But I mean, that was. Just want to
and he had been doing that. I mean, he came on here hurling insults at everyone
immediately.
Right, and then like you know, it's okay to stand up to people. We're not doormats. We're not Rand Campbell's fucking doormat. You know, I'll play Mr. Nice Guy to an extent, but I mean, there comes a point to where you're like a dog in a cage. You know what I'm saying? You want to come right on my cage, you know, you might get bit.
What did he think he was going to accomplish?
Oh, no.
He didn't accomplish anything.
That's been the question.
Does he seriously think that his attitude and behavior is going to accomplish anything for his camp?
It's so Christian of him, too, you know.
Yeah, really.
Right.
What a dick.
That is a pretty Christian thing to do, though. Be a low life.
It's total. That's why I said it. It is totally a Christian thing to do.
Got a point. Got a good point.
I'm currently in the process of like making a slideshow of all this shit that Rand is doing, and I'm basically going to plaster that everywhere, like as a video response to all the fucking religious hangouts that says "Be good because we love Jesus," and I'm going to say, "Okay, is this what you were saying?"
Well,
and then it's going to be a picture of Rand saying, "Fuck your mom, fuck the military, fuck anyone who disagrees with me." Well.
Yeah,
that was a good impersonation.
I was impartial to Rand, but yeah, he's in my crosshairs now, so good luck on that. I'm very, very motivated, and I'm very good at whatever the fuck I decide I'm gonna do. So
breathe, Glenn, breathe. You gotta remember to breathe.
It's funny. Oh, somebody says, Sylvas, did that fat fuck Rand not become a Christian in jail? Yes, he did. Of course, but here's the thing. If you actually go listen to his story, it's a pretty sad story, and I actually started feeling sorry for him because he's had a rough life, and as somebody who's also had a difficult life, I can sympathize with that. But the fact that some man shoved his penis up his ass and told him to be a Christian does not give him the right to spread it to someone else.
That's right.
It's unfortunate, but you know, shit happens. You know, you get a repaired rectum and it heals, and you know, you get a few anal fissures.
Anyone of the military doesn't give him the right to do that shit.
Yeah.
Spit on the fucking American flag, dude. You can go fuck yourself. Where I come from, we have a name for people like them. They're called assholes.
Right.
And he's a big one.
We all love the country we're in. We're just trying to change it for the better, and we're trying to keep the laws.
We love the country that it was supposed to be.
Right, supposed to be.
Right. The country it was supposed to be. Not the country that I still love this country, but we can't allow these people to keep shoving their religion into my laws, okay?
Exactly.
They cannot, we can't allow that to happen. And we could sit here and talk about it, and we could sit here and fight with people on YouTube, but we need to do something outside these doors when they start trying to shove that shit in our laws.
Right.
They can yell at me and scream at me on here all they want. Just keep your hands off my laws. That's all.
And the whole getting theists to click on your video thing, I'm going to put how to hook in religious, whatever the title was, dash, Rand Campbell comes on as an asshole, or I'll figure out something really good so that, you know, people will click on it and just see how much of a fucking piece of shit you are, and then they can go through the comments and they can actually see that you're a piece of shit.
Rand Campbell wants me to send him Big Red. That's a good one, right? I'll send it to him.
Yeah, you should send it to him. Video response.
I will.
But, yeah, and then, like, Eric Hovind was saying that freedom from religion is a one-way door, and it just means that the government can't interfere with the church. You should look at the wording. It's freedom from, wait, how did I put it? You guys talk about it. I put it beautifully in my comment.
Well, what was that? Oh, Eric Hovind, Ken Hovind.
Oh, separation of church and state, not separation of church from state. Our founding fathers, they put words very specifically, and separation of church and state is a two-way door. Separation from church from state is a one-way door. So read your fucking read your Constitution, read your amendments, like read them at face value like you should the Bible.
Well, they're gonna take from that the same things they take from here. They don't even get this thing. They don't even understand it.
Well,
so why would they understand our Constitution?
They're twisting it to mean what they want.
Exactly.
If you actually look at Thomas Jefferson, look at Thomas Paine. All of them were considered heretics at the time because of what they spoke out against religion. I mean, any religion. That's why you had the Treaty of Tripoli. And Article 11 of the Treaty of Tripoli was in 1797, states that we are not, I'm paraphrasing, that we are not in any way, shape, or form a Christian nation. We are a secular nation. The whole reason this country was founded was to get freedom.
Get away from all that.
We saw what was happening in England. We didn't want this Baptist on, well, they had Baptist back then, this Protestant on Catholic fighting and killing. We went away from that.
Really now.
So it's, you know, that if you actually look at what religion has done in the past and how it's progressed now, why would anyone want to be part of that? But I had to go run upstairs and get this. I have a Bible that Rand has never seen, and it has a topic that he has never experienced ever in his life. And I'd like to share this Bible with all of you, and let me know if you see it very well. So I have in my hand the most powerful Bible known to man, and I can't open it up because we might get kicked off of Google for doing it.
Right.
And there are children present.
Yeah. It's a good thing you have earbuds on. We get a little raunchy sometimes.
Oh, wow. So Rand saying God's made me the topic of atheism. Wow. So God is basically showing us the prime example of what we should not be.
No, potato chips are showing me what you should not be.
Potato chips.
If you can change the word God into any other word, and it sounds completely like horse shit, maybe that's because everything that people say God is horse shit. Like, God created the universe? Okay, spaghetti created the universe.
Yeah.
It's just retarded. It's stupid. It's just stupid. It's not an answer. It's a scapegoat. It's an easy way out.
That's
saying
why
God.
I like calling him Rams Camels, because quite honestly, he's so... Oh, wait, you never heard that one before.
No, I have not. That was
Rand Campbell says atheists read a book they don't understand. I understand the Bible pretty well. Hey, Bobby.
Yeah, apparently you don't, jackass.
I ask questions about this Bible every Wednesday night, Rand Campbell.
Well,
I've never seen you on there answering any of these questions for me. So
I want to know if Bobby, do you know the Bible?
No, first of all, can you guys see me?
Yeah. Hi, Bobby.
Okay, I can't see anybody, but I just flipped open my Bible. I don't know. What the fuck does he think?
Looks like you made a few.
You know, the only thing I feel sad about is that one of the biggest pussies that I know in the Christian realm would never debate me because I don't have a PhD, and that's William Lane Craig. Now, does that mean I'm as smart as he is? Yes.
Yes.
You know, because when the information that you live by, I'm sure he's read a lot of really good books, you know, such as The Little Engine That Could, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. He's very well read.
Green eggs and ham.
Hey, I ate green eggs and ham. Had diarrhea for a week. But you know, and so this is just one of 3 Bibles.
Oh, Bobby! Damn AT&T.
It must be God.
God did it, right, Rand?
Mm-hmm.
God did it. Poor Bobby.
Well, God let RedLine come on, so.
There you go.
Yeah. Now it's a real party.
No, God.
Bobby's a bigger threat because he actually knows the Bible, like the whole thing.
You know, I think we should make the 10 Commandments of atheism and see how it compares to the 10 Commandments of whatever the fuck they believe in. I think
honestly,
we could come up with 10 better commandments, and I got one.
fuck yeah.
I got one specifically for the Catholic Church. Thou shalt not fuck little boys.
Right.
That should be number one.
All right, I'll put it as number one.
Absolutely.
I
Anyone
don't
else
think
want to add?
Judaism needs anything
Thou-
added to it. I really don't.
Thou shalt not let 20,000 days die of starvation every day. That should
Alright.
be number two.
Thou shalt not be a total dick. Got it.
Yes.
Reading the Bible means nothing if you don't know the author. Okay, let me put it to you this way.
Oh, I see. That's the secret
wow.
code.
Oh
Let me
wow,
put it
this
way to
guy's
you.
That's
Okay.
a secret code, right?
I'll be
I
convincing.
was a Christian. I was a Jehovah Witness. I read the Bible, and I knew God, as in, like, I believed in God, and I honestly wanted to be a good Christian. That's why I'm an atheist, is because I was actively looking for the right religion and the right God to worship, and it led me to the inevitability that it's all bullshit and lies, because that's the truth. And I know the Bible really well, and I read it very well, and I don't cherry pick the Bible. I never have. And what's so hard about understanding the Bible?
Well,
and why
you
do I
probably
need
had to as a Christian.
I don't
Why do
know
I
the
need
Bible
to-
very well. I don't know the Bible hardly at all. I'll admit I don't know this piece of shit. All I know is the way people treat other people. That's just the way. Look at what he did. He came on here and said this shit.
But you know enough from the Bible to know that's
I
not,
do know enough.
You know enough because I've saw some of your videos, so you know enough.
I've read the Bible. I've read the Bible 3 times.
Enough for me not to believe it.
Right,
I
exactly.
studied the Bible more than most Christians do. By the time I was 15, Jehovah Witnesses make you study the Bible.
Michael, just a little bit of reading I've been doing. I've done like 9 episodes of a little light reading. That's probably more Bible study than most Christians have done, honestly. If they just read those parts, they'd be like, what?
Well, they're spoon-fed.
Way.
They go to church every Sunday, and their preacher selects a beautiful passage from the Bible, you know, a nice classic passage where Jesus feeds the little kids or some stupid story.
Why did he stop feeding the little kids?
I don't know.
Why did he stop doing that?
Ren Campbell says that thou shalt not allow 30 million babies to be murdered in the womb. Just so you know, it's called a fetus, idiot.
Wow.
It's not a baby, and God loves killing babies. Let me get my
Yes.
God killed.
Excuse me, right here. Let me see.
Hold
Let
on.
me read this right here. Hold on.
I'm going to read
Hold
the
on.
Bible.
Oh, you both are jumping on it.
Right
Sounds
at the
great.
very beginning.
Go ahead. Knock yourself out, RedLine.
Right at the very beginning.
I'll give it to her. I'll give it to her. Go ahead.
No, just the Noah story. Come on. I mean, how many babies did he kill there? Not only babies, but pregnant women.
Right.
So he's the biggest abortionist ever.
What about in Deuteronomy where it
The
says you
most
should kill
successful.
your own family if they decide to worship another god that isn't yours, jackass?
Well, there you go.
Deuteronomy 13:6.
Their
Well,
God's pro-life.
I
First
think I can.
Samuel. 1 Samuel 15:3. Now go and attack Amalek, and utterly destroy all that they have, and do not spare them, but kill both man and woman, infant and nursing child, ox, sheep, donkey, and camel. God loves
See,
killing.
he thinks the same about nursing babies as he does ox and camel.
Right.
Yeah, I know. Go
What a
figure.
fucking asshole.
Yeah, go figure, huh? Yeah, all right. Another example of God douchebaggery in the Deuteronomy 13:16.
How do you spell that?
Douchebaggery?
Douchebaggery.
Yes, it's the same thing as douchebag
Douchebaggery.
and then Uri at the end. Yes. So let's see. Okay, hang on one second. I'm gonna go hop in my golden time machine. All right, here we are back in the days. I see I was written. If thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom, or thy friend which is thine own soul, entice thee sincerely, saying, Let us go serve other gods, which thou hast not known, nor are thy fathers, namely of the gods of the people which are rounded around you, nay unto thee, far from thee, from one end of the earth to the under end of the earth, thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thine eye pity him, but thou shalt surely kill him. Thy hand shall be the first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hands of the rest of the people. And thou shalt stone him with stones that he die, because he has sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God. Amazing.
2 Chronicles 21, 14 and 15. Behold, the Lord shall strike your people with a serious affliction, your children, your wives, and all your possessions, which are slaves, by the way. And you will become very sick with disease in your intestines, until your intestines come out of reason of the sickness day after day. Okay? I got another one too. Let's read the Bible. You got any, Bobby?
Come on, Bobby.
Well, the thing about abortion, I did a video on this not too long ago. Out of Numbers 5, I want to say it's either the American Standard Version, I think it's the American Standard Version possibly. But in Numbers 5, if a woman's husband thinks that she's been messing around on him and she gets pregnant, that they're supposed to make this concoction that she has to drink, that if the baby is the husband's, then the baby will survive. Otherwise, it will be aborted. Now, it is. No kidding. It is an actual mandate for abortion. Now, most translations will actually say waste the thigh, or her thigh will be wasted. But that's what it means. It means abortion. I think it was. I don't know if it's the New American Standard Bible or the American the revised. It might have been the Revised American Standard, the Revised Version, that actually uses the word abortion, and kudos to them, because that's what it means, and they had the actual gonads to say it, even though they knew the religious right would have a fit with that translation. But when her thigh is wasted away, so you got a priest now. Not only is he, slicing little boys' wing off, he's now committing abortions, all because some man is jealous that his wife might have been out boinking the neighbor's camel. I mean, it's just absolutely fucking incredible.
Well, doesn't surprise you.
Number 5.
But the real Paul Marshall, I'm going to give him a little shout out here. He said reading the Bible means nothing if you make it past the first 4 pages without calling bullshit.
He's been coming on to my just the last couple of days, my A Little Light Reading videos and answering all my questions. Thank you, Paul.
You're welcome.
Thank
you got
you.
One, Dragnauct? You're muted. Oh, he's chewing. That's why. Here, I got one while we're waiting for Dragnaught. Let's see. Deuteronomy 2016. But the cities of these peoples, which the Lord your God gives you as an inheritance, you shall let nothing that breathes remain alive. So I guess you have to stomp all the ants because ants breathe. But I don't think that the ancient people that wrote this book knew ants breathed or that trees breathed. Ugh. Your God is a despicable piece of shit, and if he did exist, shame on him for being such a fucking douchebag.
Did he run away yet?
I don't think so. He's having too much fun.
He's
in
learning about the Bible.
I was going to say, this is probably the most Bible he's ever had in his life.
Right?
He says that. He doesn't read it. He even says some of
read
videos that he does not read it.
The way you read the Bible,
how would it? I mean,
this fucking piece of shit, fucking fake ass man in the sky. You got one, Dragnaught?
I don't have an actual Bible. I threw it away.
Hey, I've got one.
You got one, Glenn? Go.
Yeah. Here's a sweet little Sunday school story from 2 Kings chapter 2, and it says, this is verse 23 and 24. From there, Elisha went up to Bethel. While he was on his way, some small boys came out of the city and jeered at him. "Go up, bald head," they shouted. "Go up, bald head." The prophet turned and saw them, and he cursed them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 she-bears, not male bears, but she-bears, came out of the woods and tore 42 of the children into pieces. Wow.
Hallelujah, God.
Praise
Thank you for doing that.
Give me that good old time
Jesus.
religion.
Praise the Lord, Yahweh.
It's a party now.
So
It's a
wait.
party now.
Ryan, you're calling us demonically possessed rejects, yet all we're doing is reading from your
Right.
Right.
How are we bad from reading what
Right.
you believe in? Really?
Yeah, we're not.
Are you serious?
We're just helping you out, brother. We're just trying to
teach
some
you
good
a
old Bible
lesson.
verses.
I wanted to read this version here I was telling you about in Numbers 5. And in verse 27 it says, if she has made herself impure and been unfaithful to her husband, this will be the result. When she is made to drink the water that brings a curse and causes bitter suffering, it will enter her, her abdomen will swell, and her womb will miscarry, and she will become a curse. Now, I kid you not. When I read that, I had somebody respond and say, all it says is God caused a miscarriage.
Oh my goodness gracious!
How do you answer that kind of fucking stupidity? I just, you know,
just like that. How do I answer that stupid?
You
When you have such an evil God, you have to make excuses for him because your God is evil as shit, and it's a good thing he doesn't exist, or we're all fucked.
Right. Well, at least that God. That God.
Well, look here, all you atheists here. Now, you need to understand something, all right? This is God. This is God. God can do anything he wants to do, all right?
You don't get a free pass just because you're God. Evil is evil.
Look here, bro. Look here. You got to understand, he's a wrathful God. He can do whatever he wants. You know, I had a messed up life, and he delivered me after all those rapings I received. I said, Lord, please make this stop. But he made it stop, and I started to get my life together. All you fat-faced cheesecake thief atheists, you need to stop this here. All right? You're all demonically possessed. All right? All right? You need to understand that. Yes, a sad group of lost souls. You need to get right with God. I'll do a video on this hangout tomorrow.
Please do.
Oh, I hope he does.
That's my best impression.
You know, we don't
awesome.
believe in devils or Satan either, and if they did exist, we definitely wouldn't worship them.
What is their deal with
like
that? What is their deal with that? They threaten us with. They know we don't believe that shit, and they threaten us with Satan. I mean, what the hell is that? Ooh, I'm scared.
I'm not afraid of Yahweh. What makes you think I'm afraid of Satan?
We don't believe in that shit, so why are you threatening us with that? That means nothing.
Well, I would actually look at it like this. Why would I want to spend eternity praising this evil deity that does all this horrible shit?
Right.
When
Why
in
would
reality,
I
a
want to...
low-life atheist like myself can come up with 10 commandments. Yep, and I just written them. Let's see. Commandment number 1, thou shalt not fuck little boys.
Yay.
Commandment number 2, thou shalt not be a total dick. Commandment number 3, that shall not lie through your fucking teeth. Rand, you're pretty much fucked there. Commandment number 4, don't steal shit. Commandment number 5, thou shalt not protest gay marriage. We're all about equality here. Thou shalt treat women with some fucking respect. Any man who teaches their children to be bigoted shall have razor wire lubed with taco sauce shoved up their ass. Do what causes the least harm with the best information at hand. Remember the Sabbath. That is, remember to ignore it and do whatever the fuck you want. And number 10, eat whatever the fuck you want on whatever day.
Hallelujah!
I don't know about that last one.
Hey.
I don't know about that last one.
That's 10 commandments I can live by.
No, Rand has been taking advantage of that last one for too long now.
Way too long.
Normally, I wouldn't allow people to indiscriminately insult other people on my show, but fuck you, Rand. Piece of shit.
Why shouldn't
You
we?
deserve it.
You know, why the fuck am I supposed to be nice anyway? You know, I mean...
Bobby's not supposed to be nice.
Yeah, I mean...
Now,
know,
see,
I'm not supposed to be nice.
normally I don't resort to name calling, but I mean, I saw him on there. Oh, well, I
You're
mean,
too sweet.
rarely. Well, you know, I saw him on here insulting all of you guys on here, and it fucking pissed me off. You know,
Oh, look at Glenn. He's actually mad.
I'm pissed off.
You
because
tell him, Glenn.
Rand says Jehovah Witnesses taught me the Bible. LOL. Yeah, at least I was taught the Bible, and I don't just cherry pick.
He could learn a thing or two from a Jehovah's
read the
Witness.
Bible. Have you read
They
the
do read
whole
it.
Bible? I'm talking Genesis 1:1 to Revelation 22:21. The whole fucking thing. Because I have. Have you? I don't think you have.
No.
It's weird, you know. They say we never have it. Dude, I have the King James. It's right fucking here, dude. I'm reading right from it, word for fucking word.
I got one of these, too.
What more do you fucking want? We're reading it.
Oh, well, you know, it's the devil. I guess the devil.
We're just calling
Hey,
them out on
ask
their
him
bullshit.
what else he wants to know in here.
Yeah, what else would you like to know?
Any other
'Cause
questions,
we got
Rand?
Google.
We'll look it up for you.
We got Google. We got the quick reference to finding all the evil shit in the
I like to
Bible.
read it straight from the book.
right.
Yeah. Oh,
And
here's
Evil
one.
Bible is a great resource too. EvilBible.com.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
the
And Skeptic's Annotated
is good,
Bible.
too. Skeptic's Bible, or just Google
Google, yeah.
Scriptures, God's an evil fucking. I'm sure something will come
God
up.
killing somebody. There's a million examples.
Yeah, Google is the reason why religion is dying, because we don't have to memorize the whole thing. We don't even have to highlight the whole thing anymore. Like people like Bobby had to do to be thoroughly educated. All you got to do is read the whole Bible, so no one can accuse you of not reading the whole Bible. And then you just Google.
Bobby, don't say you're old, because you're only 1 year older than me. So be quiet. Watch your mouth.
But a year, that could be a lifetime.
Here we go. Here's one. Joshua 10:40. So Joshua conquered all the land, the mountain country and the south, and the lowland of the wilderness slopes, and all their kings. He left none remaining, and he utterly destroyed all that breathed, as the Lord God of Israel had commanded. God loves murder.
Yeah, he does. And
bloodthirsty God.
Yep, I agree with everyone in the chat. Rand follows that last one really well, so I modify the last one. It is now number 10. Eat what you want, unless you look like Rand Campbell. In that case, eat a salad.
Okay. Rand Campbell says God can do whatever he wants. He is the creator. You're not idiots. Guess what? No, he can't. I don't care how much of a deity you are. If you're evil, I'm going to call you the fuck out on it. And your God doesn't exist, and you have no proof of your God existing outside of the book that says he exists. And that is a fallacy, a known bad argument. God doesn't exist, at least not Yahweh. Thank God. Thank God that God
to authority fallacy.
Appeal to authority, circular reasoning. That's all you have is fallacies. Do you understand this? And if you don't know what fallacies are, like, you should really learn debate skills. It'll help you in your videos when you're trying to spread your ignorance. Oh wait, no, it won't, because then you'll realize
debate. He doesn't debate at all. I've tried to engage him before. He won't even. This is what he tells me.
This jackass with the koala. I mean, seriously, dude. Copy and pasting verses is not going to help your case.
Right.
You're just diving into the same fallacy we called your bullshit out on the first place.
Absolutely.
Seriously, what the fuck, dude? If you don't have anything with substance to say, do me a favor and just shut up, because it's not going to work. We have the Bible here. Tell us to look at a Bible. We all have a Bible. I used to read this shit every fucking day.
Well.
That's a sad story.
Oh, it is a sad story, yeah.
That is a sad story.
17 years of my fucking life wasted right there.
I was raised
30 years wasted for me.
I haven't read my my favorite scripture. This one's just great, since you want to talk about fetuses. You want to call them babies or whatever, because you're a fucking moron and you don't know definitions of words. When I don't know a definition of word, I ask. I don't just continue to use the wrong fucking word.
Well, he doesn't even read this book. Why would he read a dictionary?
All right, Hosea 13:16. Oh, this is a great story to tell your children before they go to sleep. Samaria is held guilty, for she has rebelled against her God. They shall fall by the sword. Their infants shall be dashed to pieces, and their pregnant women shall be ripped open.
Nice. Oh, what a beautiful story.
What a great. I should call my son.
Wonderful story.
God should write a Saw movie.
And you don't want me to have an abortion if I get raped. Wow. Nice.
Well,
thanks,
you're not lucky enough to live in ancient Israel where they just rape you and kill you and slit you open without your will. Now that you actually have a choice, it's against God's will.
That's right. I have a choice, and you're not taking that away from me.
I got plenty. I got plenty of these. I got a whole bunch. I'm bored of the Bible though. Fuck you. Fuck your Bible. It's bullshit. Fuck your circular reasoning. Fuck your hate. I'm sorry I'm hating on you, but I mean, you fucking insulted a soldier, and now you're like telling us that God can do whatever the fuck he wants. No, he can't. If he could do whatever he wants, why doesn't he smite me? Fuck the Holy Spirit. Have the Holy Spirit give Jesus a reach around while he's sucking Yahweh's cock. Okay? And what? Your God is so fucking weak he needs a fat pice of shit.
I think there would be masturbation by some people.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, Michael, tell us what you really think.
No.
Do not hold back, goddammit.
Yeah, Michael, come on.
Fuck the Holy Spirit. Now you can't save me, so quit trying, because I blaspheme the Holy Spirit. Fuck the Holy Spirit 6,000 times, over and over again, and let Jesus and Yahweh watch.
Oh man, Rand. Okay, I'll talk to you, Rand. You said here, You said God doesn't exist. What proof do you have? Okay, you cannot prove a negative. How do you know that I don't fart out cupcakes and rainbows every day? You can't prove that. So
Don't you?
Evidently I do, since he can't disprove that.
And if you do, I'll take a dozen.
He doesn't understand. Here's a little bit of knowledge. You don't fucking deserve it. Okay. There's 3 stances you can take on belief. Okay. With God, they have specific names for these stances. You have theist, which means that you believe in a God. Then you have atheist. That means you disbelieve. And then you have antitheism, which you actively believe there is no God. See, an atheist rejects both claims. Atheists reject the claim that there is no God, and atheists also reject the claim that there is a God. I just so happen to be an antitheist. Because, and it's a belief. It's a belief, and I can't prove it. And if anyone wants to debate antitheism, I'll go, I concede, because it's a belief. But when it comes to atheism, you just don't believe either. You don't have to disprove a God when you're an atheist. You are an unbeliever. You disbelieve all of the shit. And there's no reason to believe it, because it's just like a unicorn shitting out rainbows. You can't disprove it, and you can't prove it. But most likely, rainbows coming out of a unicorn's ass just don't exist.
Yep, there's great. I like the fact that you're keeping to the holy commandments, like number 3, where it says, "Thou shalt not lie through your fucking teeth." That's called honesty, Ren. You might want to learn from us atheists. Honesty, yeah, it's a weird fucking concept.
Really?
And when you're wrong, you admit it.
Admit it.
You apologize.
Exactly.
You learn, and then you do something about it. You don't continue to live a lie.
Because the moment you break number 3 is when you break number 2 as well. If you lie through your fucking teeth, you automatically become a total dick. So you'll be breaking 2 commandments there.
Being intentionally deceitful and dishonest and not actually researching your beliefs but spouting them as truths is dishonest and it's evil. I'm sorry. Ooh!
Hey!
I hope
the guy who I mispronounce all the time.
It's about time.
Guess what? We got Rand Campbell watching, and he's being a piece of shit, and he insulted this wonderful
Rand Campbell
over here, saying that he's a loser, and that's why the military took him. He's also calling us Satanists, and we've been reading the Bible to him, because he obviously never read it.
Go figure.
You know, the whole argument thing about not being able to prove that God's not real, 2 things that we have to remember. One, and I know you guys know this, one, that burden doesn't lie on our backs. It's on the truth claimer, the one that's making that truth claim, the one that's saying, you're this way, you're going to hell, here's the judgment, and you have to say, well, wait a minute. You know, where's the proof that this judge of yours even exists? It's on his back. Now, having said that, this is one of my things I love to do. The Bible even says to Christians, they must bear the burden of proof. I'm going to read my Bible. I'm going to read my Bible. Okay?
Preach it, brother. Preach it.
Oh,
Preach it. Here we go.
We got the Holy Spirit up in the house.
Is the Holy Spirit on crack?
Actually, Red brings up a good point. That one of the most scariest memories is not a basic training. It's not a learn to be a combat medic. It was fucking Pentecostal, a black Pentecostal church where they would play what I call, where I call it the Holy Ghost tag, where one person would jump up randomly in the middle of service. They could be talking about anything, and this person would go and just take off around the room. And would go and they had this crazy Beetlejuice music playing, and they attack somebody else, and then they would get up and they go running. And I'm like, you all are 50 plus years old. It's like, this shit is crazy.
My wife and I first met when she was introduced to me when a friend of mine brought her to the second week of a revival that I was preaching in an entire black congregation, Pentecostal congregation. And I was the only, I was the only white thing. Even the shades were, it was just, it's like, and so here you got this poorly dressed, ugly ass, very, very skinny at the time, 19-year-old kid pounding the pulpit. And buddy, I come running, the stage was like the school stage of those old-time elementary schools. Man, I come running. I jumped, just left off of that stage. I know I went 15, 20 feet, landed on my feet, ran up, grabbed some poor woman, drug her out of the pew, slapped my hand on her. Now, she fell down when she thought was under the spirit. Personally, I think I knocked her ass out and wasn't quite sure how that, And so it is. And I think people should go. First of all, it's a part of Americana. Even if you're not at a church or anything, it is an enjoyable experience. It definitely is one I recommend everybody have. It was just fantastic. But that's where we met. That's
Rand, just so you know, this is a fact now. Okay?
He doesn't like those. He doesn't like those.
I know.
Be careful, Michael.
Well, it must be demonic possession because I'm speaking the truth and using my own mind to think rather than letting other people think.
How dare you?
Here's a fact, okay, Rand? When you make a claim like, I saw Bigfoot yesterday, you must come up with evidence for somebody to believe you unless they're an idiot.
Right.
When you say God exists, that is a claim. Therefore, you now have this thing called burden of proof. It's the same in courts and it's the same in debate. You now have a burden of proof. An atheistic standpoint is, I don't believe. They're not saying there is no God. They're just saying, I don't fucking believe you, prove it. And you can't prove it without a fallacy, a known bad argument. Circular reasoning, God exists, therefore God exists, therefore God exists, or an appeal to authority. The Bible says that it's from God, therefore it's from God. Those are known bad arguments. They don't count as evidence. They don't count as proof. They don't count at all, period. And neither does personal testimony. That doesn't count as proof. That's just testimony. That's why it's called testimony. It doesn't prove anything. People have psychosis breakdown. If some woman said, God told me to drown my 3 children in a bathtub, you wouldn't believe her. But why are you going to believe somebody else who says something you like to hear? Because you're being biased. There is no burden of proof on atheism because we just say, I don't fucking believe you.
I remember when I was in Pentecostalism, and anytime someone had a word from God, like, oh, brother, God showed me a vision of you, and I've got a word from God for you. God's going to bless you. In 6 weeks' time, you're going to do this, and when you're in your 30s, this is going to happen. I had a lady prophesy to me and tell me in my mid-30s God was going to use me in ministry. Well, guess what? God's using me as an atheist. How about that, bitch?
When I was before I got I sidetracked myself. The thing about the burden of proof, what I find is interesting, is that the Bible tells the Christian, you have the burden of proof is on you to prove God is real. In 1 Peter chapter 3, it's verse 15, he writes, who's going to harm you if you are, actually it starts in verse 13, let's go to 15. He says, but in your hearts, set apart Christ as Lord, always be prepared to give an answer to everyone who asks you to give the reason for this hope that you have. You're supposed to give a reason. A reason. The burden of proof, even your own Bible, is telling you the burden of proof is on you. So you can't keep with this bullshit of attacking atheists and, well, you just wouldn't believe anyway.
Right.
Bobby, they don't like logic. They don't like logic.
You can't expect them to believe that part. They don't even.
They don't believe 99.9% of the shit to begin with.
Even the Bible tells you,
and he's supposed to know that.
Hold on.
Read it.
Hold on now. I do think that most Christian theists do in fact believe the entire Bible. They just don't believe it all at once. It's kind of like the whole thing about how supposedly we only use like 10 or 15% of our brain, but what that really means is we only use 10 or 15% at any given time.
At a time.
And that's the same way they are with the Bible.
Yeah, well. You look here. You look here. All right. I will use 10% of my mouth when I'm eating. All right. That's the only 10% that I use. All right.
Oh no.
Can I make a request? Can I make a request? Just something for the chat. However the fuck you say your name with the koala guy. If you keep posting Bible verses and you don't have anything real to say or anything real to add to the conversation, please just shut the fuck up and leave.
Oh, I've been
everything
marking
you
this
do,
down.
I'm spamming. And to anyone in the chat, please join me in fucking spam flagging this guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I hate it when Christians do that on my wall. It's like I tell them they'll randomly just post a Bible verse. I'm like, say something meaningful. Even if I disagree with what you say, at least fucking say something of some kind of merit. Don't just post random Bible verses on my wall because I don't believe you're not going to win an argument with me by just posting it.
Temporarily block that son of a bitch.
I
think Michael would have to.
I can block them completely.
Michael, are you trying to be Mark with your shirt off? Are you trying to be Mark?
Well, I'm fucking hot, okay? I don't know if anyone can tell, but it's hot and it's raining out there. If I open the window...
Michael, come on, let's be honest. You're trying to get more viewers. Come on.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Hey, I'm going to help.
Come on, guys.
I'm going to help you.
No, what happened?
Come on, go ahead. Take the shirts off.
Come on, guys. Let's go. Take all your shirts off.
Hey, I would take my shirt off.
It's nothing new for me to
I would make everyone
do it, Mark. Come on.
Does everyone like my newest lower third? I like my newest lower third.
That's it.
What kind of show did I
buy?
I like it.
Come on, Glenn. Off with the shirt, brother.
Come on, Glenn. Come on, RedLine.
I'm a little shy for that.
Whatever.
Hey, RedLine, take his shirt off.
RedLine, take your shirt off. Come on.
His shirt is off.
My shirt is off.
His pants are probably off too. Thinking about rain. No, I'm kidding. That was too much.
No, you're not kidding.
Thinking about one of those folds.
Hey, you know what? I got it. I'm a fair and partial man. Rand Cambell says that we're reciting Bible verses. Why can't he? I'm gonna let him have that. He can. Go ahead.
Well,
I don't care.
Prove that you know some. Prove that you know some.
All the scriptures you want.
We are responding to that bullshit.
Exactly.
And we're using it in context.
You swing at me, I'm gonna bust you in the
conversation.
Go ahead. Put all the Bible verses you want in the comment section. I really don't give a shit because you keep doing it, and then I will pull out my magic piece of paper of God kills babies.
Right.
I've only used like half of them. I got a bunch of them. I write them down as I find.
You know the thing is,
let's do this. For every Bible verse, random Bible verse they post on there and spam the wall with, you read another example of God's atrocious...
God killing babies.
God killing babies, yeah. God killing people.
Okay, cool. Yeah, 1 for 1.
Another thing, too, is I think they don't realize that when they do that, it's like one of those oversaturation kind of things. And so since they're using those verses out of context and repeatedly, it just gets to where they might as well just be posting up blah, blah, blah. It doesn't mean anything. And so they're actually robbing their own scripture of its power.
Exactly.
It robs of it of all power because they just use it flippantly.
They might as well just be quoting
Dr. Seuss. Instead of when it would mean something.
Right. They might as well just be quoting Dr. Seuss.
Right.
It's all just regurgitated.
Some random movie quote
out
of context to the situation, it's not funny and no one cares, you know?
Right. What the hell is that?
That's Rand Campbell.
Oh.
That's not me. That's nothing like me, all right? You're not going to ridicule me like this, all right? I wear the armor of God, all right? Look here, fat face. You don't need to be soft. Look, you don't need to laugh. Don't laugh.
I love how God is so fucking weak and pathetic that he needs like assholes and bigots and hateful people to defend him. I mean, why can't he fucking defend himself? And why does he need so much fucking money?
It's because like people, work together. That's all.
That's right.
How come God needs so much fucking money? If he can make the whole universe out of nothing, make Adam out of fucking dirt, and make Eve out of a rib, why can't he just make money and just give it to people?
Because he used all his power making all that extra meat under Rand's chin there.
Hey, he's still on vacation. He worked for 6 days, and then,
Just so everybody knows, there is a fat man on the channel right now.
Oh,
no, you don't compare to Rand. You don't compare to Rand.
I've been called Doughboy, Humpty Dumpty,
You don't compare to Rand, dude. Don't even put yourself in that category.
Listen, I'm so big that if it wasn't for farting, I wouldn't be able to scratch my ass. You know what I'm saying? So,
no, dude, I'm telling you, Rand is so fat. his eyelids are fat, so that they're all.
Sure thing, Rand. Since you seem like it's gonna be impossible for you to, I don't know, come back to the same YouTube page you're on and link the video, I'll send you a link to the video after it uploads. Don't worry, I'll send it to you. Go ahead. And oh, please make a video response. I'd love it. I'd love it. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself the fuck out.
Normally 7 people on a chat.
Hey, look.
Hey, well. What the hell's going on right here? You guys are talking shit behind my back, I see. Okay, whose ass am I gonna beat tonight? I'm gonna show you guys some Christian loving right now.
Dude, you had me going for a second. I really thought that was him. What the fuck?
You should start reading comments of his in his voice.
Oh, now listen here, guys. I'm gonna bitch slap every single one of you. So, one at a time. Okay. Oh, hang on.
Come on, Rand. Take off your moo-moo like everybody else.
Take off your shirt, Rand.
Hang on.
Rand, I want your shirt off right now.
Well, you see, honey, I would show you my shirt, but I don't want to make you jealous that you don't have any of this. Let me just say.
Oh, his boobs are probably bigger than mine.
My milkshake brings on the voice of yawn in there like, it's better than yours, damn right. It's better than yours, I can treat you, but I have to charge.
It's fucking hilarious.
Shit.
Oh man.
Yeah, that's right. Holy shit! Now, man, he hacked my account. Did you guys see that? That was weird.
Oh my god.
It was Jesus. Jesus did it.
Yeah.
Oh, and I really hope that Rand tries to say that this is, I don't know, hate speech or something, because have you read his fucking comments?
Right.
I cracked myself up.
He started it.
Yeah,
That was nice to do.
Come on.
That
Did he think he was
fucking
going
nice.
to come over here and say that and then us not react to it?
Dude, he fucked with the wrong fucking bunch of atheists, I swear, dude.
Didn't his mom ever teach him you attract more flies with honey? Is that the expression?
Yes.
I mean, apparently his mom didn't teach him that.
Flies are
really.
attracted to shit, too.
Right. Exactly. And we are
Well,
like
that would explain a
flies.
few things. That's none of y'all's business. Damn.
So we put flies on shit.
Mark
Yeah.
Bialik.
Yeah.
Mark Bialik.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself and tell people about your channel, and then Glenn, you can go after him in case nobody knows who the hell you are.
Okay, my name is Mark Allen Bialik, which is the name of my channel.
Bialik, that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, Bialik. And I do, poetry in general, but a lot of it is atheistically themed, which is how I got noticed. And I also do some ranting similar to Robin over here, but I call my rants soapbox. So I get up on my soapbox and bitch.
I love a soapbox.
Mm.
Oh, I forgot one of the L's in Campbell. Oh, let me fix that so everyone knows who I'm talking about.
Rams camels.
I'm on his channel right now, actually.
What is Rand's, is his screen name Rand Campbell?
No, it's
Rand
Rand
Oh, Rand Campbell, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And if you feel like reading some retarded hate, go ahead and check out the comment section.
Oh yeah, there's a treasure trove of pure.
Well, to be honest, I've never bothered watching anything of Rand's because the first time I saw him, I thought he's a Poe. I mean, no one can be that fucking stupid. The shit
Evidently,
he
they
said,
can be.
the shit
He hasn't
said-
answered. He hasn't answered my question of whether or not he's read the whole Bible from Genesis
He
1
never
1
will.
to Revelation 22.
Oh, come on.
He
Do you
hasn't.
expect him to
the whole
actually
Bible from
answer
Genesis
that
to,
question?
I have.
Honestly,
I know Bobby has. I know Glenn has.
I'm
has
working
anyone
on
else
it.
Read the whole Bible, the whole thing. Because
I'm
I
not even
have.
going to try.
I've read it 3 times. So.
Yeah,
I don't know
we
how many
actually
times I've
the
read it.
fucking Bible. So why don't you sit down and put down the chicken and read the fucking Bible. It'll take you a little while, but
Hey!
you'll probably be an atheist when you're done.
Hey,
Unless you're still a
he and I can do a hangout together, and we can read the Bible together.
Uh-huh.
That would be fun.
Or you can go to the Bible Reloaded. They're fucking awesome.
I
The
love
Bible
them.
Reloaded, all
Oh,
one word.
love the Bible
They read the
Reloaded.
for you. They'll read the Bible for you. And they do a really good job, and they're fucking
But I
hilarious.
want to read
We
it
must
with
point
Rand
to the
Campbell.
historical backing of this book and the fact that there is none.
Yeah,
Hello?
there is none. There's no history. Oh yeah, like the million-plus Jews wandering around the desert for 40 years and not leave a single piece of archaeological evidence.
Not a shred of evidence of that.
Nope. Not a shred of evidence of the flood. And if you say the Grand Canyon, you're a fucking moron. Go visit Wildwood Claire's site. She'll explain how much of a fucking moron you are.
Yeah, she's great. She's absolutely fantastic.
So do you guys think that we're attracting the theists?
Finally!
with our picking on Rand.
I'm gonna ask for help from Mark, because you're a poet, and from Glenn, because you're a fucking genius, on exactly how I'm gonna entitle this video, because I don't think that the title "Hooking in Theists" is good enough, but I did hook in some religious person. Too bad it's a fucking nut job, hateful motherfucker.
The Rape of Rand Cambell.
That is good.
That makes me ill.
I'm telling you, The Rape of Rand Cambell. It's dramatic.
You can't name it that. That brings back bad memories. No.
Glenn, will you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your channel while you're in such a great fucking mood?
Well, GodlessGlen, and of course that's my YouTube channel. Basically, I focus on the two B words, bigotry and bullshit.
Yay!
I've got a number of videos where I highlight all kinds of crazy bullshit, but it's really it's not just because people believe stupid ideas that matter, because I don't really give a shit what people believe, but it's what people believe that affect other people that make me upset. Like, if you want to believe that you're going to fly away at the rapture, fine, believe that. But when you want to push your religion down other people's throats, especially little kids, tell them they're going to hell, tell them that when they get to a teenager that masturbation or looking at porn is sinful and they're nasty, dirty, tell gay people they're an abomination, then I start having a big problem with people like that, and I will get in their face, and I will make my videos and stuff like that. So that's, yeah.
Yep, that would be number 7, I believe. Yep, number 7, correct.
What was that?
Any man who teaches their children to be bigots shall have razor wire looped with taco sauce shoved up their ass.
Oh, that's my favorite one. That's right. I forgot.
Hey, RedLine, will you introduce yourself and tell everyone about your channel?
Oh, yeah. Where'd he go?
Oh, come on, please. Pretty please.
Please what?
Oh, introduce yourself and tell everyone about your channel.
Oh, boy. Oh, wow. I actually have to make an introduction, so I have to be serious?
Yeah,
Damn.
Please.
Okay, fine. Whatever. I can be serious for a couple seconds. My channel is RedLine. The best way I can describe my channel is, oh, well. Alright, let me tell you about my motherfucking channel. Content so heavy, it's like a fucking anvil. I post vids that's fucking delicious, and to not watch that shit is sacrilegious. If you care about truth and you hold it high, my channel is RedLine. Come on by. I guarantee you I will rape your mind so orgasmic I'll make you go blind. Come on down for a proper mindfuck if you think you can resist. Ha, good luck. Because you're gonna need it, man. Don't doubt a bit. If you say I'm lying, then you're full of shit. Now hit that subscribe button and bring me to glory. And that will do it for this fucking story. You can't resist even with all your night, because my name is RedLine. And have a good night.
I like the flow.
That was awesome.
Thank you very much.
I wish I had something like that.
Hey, motherfucker, I think I can make some.
And I'm trying to change the world with knowledge and education.
Good luck.
Sounds boring.
Good luck.
Yeah,
Works.
You think you're so cute with your rhymes and all these words and whatnot, but you know what? I have an entire cheesecake here that says that I'm better than you, all right?
You don't need words, Rand.
I don't know. Oh, crap. Hey, now, well, let me tell you something. That doesn't fucking work with me, okay? Listen, I'll sing you a fucking song. Here he goes. My milkshake brings all the boys to the yard, and they're like, it's better than yours. Damn it, Rand, shut the fuck up.
Rand, you cannot come back until you take your shirt off.
Or read the Bible. One of the two.
Or read the Bible. That's right.
Or read the Bible. Yeah, there you go.
Hey, you know what I noticed? we're not really getting a lot of Bible scriptures anymore. Just one.
Hey, maybe he finally figured out it's all
Because
worthless.
we have more than they do. That's
Let's see. Let's read
sad.
Exodus 12:29 because there was one comment, so we're gonna go one for one.
Flipping down.
29. Exodus 12:29. And it came to pass at midnight that the Lord struck all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, from the firstborn of Pharaoh who sat at his throne to the firstborn of the captive who was in the dungeon, and the firstborn of all the livestock.
There he goes, comparing people to livestock again.
I mean, he's always killing somebody's fucking cow. That was my point.
What is his problem with the livestock? I don't get it.
They were valuable. You could trade them for slaves.
Very much.
And the kids were worth the shit, right?
Yeah.
God's a vegan. What the fuck?
Well, if you were a male, if you were a Jew and you sold your son to slavery, he's allowed to leave 7 years later. But if you sell your daughter to slavery, she's never allowed to go free because she's going to be raped and then she will be useless.
Of course, she'll be useless after that.
Yeah, because nobody wants to have sex with somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing.
Oh yeah, that would be breaking on number 6. Thou shalt treat women with some fucking respect.
Mm-hmm.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
Amen.
Praise RedLine.
Glory
Praise
to God.
RedLine. How do you like the sound of that?
And all that.
Boom. I would make one hell of a god, wouldn't I?
You
Yeah,
would.
atheists seem to be more moral than theists. I don't
Yeah,
fucking
go
get it.
figure.
I don't get it.
Decent human in our society would make a better God.
I mean, statistics bear that out. You know, there are less divorce amongst non-believers. I mean, it just the prisons. They're saying that less than 1% of those in prison claim to know God, where the rest of them believe in God. I mean, what the hell?
Or they find them there, so they...
Even if you do it by population of atheists, compared to the population of theists, so, you know, because there's only, like, I believe at the time, 5% that are outspoken about their atheism, but it's a really bad number because, I mean, I wasn't involved in that. I used to be a theist a couple months ago, and I've deconverted, like, 6, 7 people already that I love, and that's why. But, yeah, even if you do it per population, still, atheists very rarely ever actually get in trouble with the law. Much more rare than people who are actually religious. They seem to obey the laws and respect them. I think it's because they know them.
I think that's less to do with that and more to do with relying upon reason. I just think generally atheists are forced because they don't rely upon, you know, faith-based presumptions to actually think it through more often.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So I think even if theists, whenever faced with those type of, you know, moral decisions, stop thinking in biblical terms and saying, you know, oh well, whatever God's will, that's what'll happen. If they stop thinking like that and just, you know, reasoned it out, they'd usually come to better decisions.
I would like to know how the presuppositionalist goes on with everyday life, because if the presuppositional approach works for their God, how in the hell do they get through everyday life? I mean, they don't presuppose that the car has gas in the tank. They check the fuel gauge. They don't presuppose that the lights on the way to work are going to be green. They check the lights as they're coming up to the intersection. So I guess the real question is, if they're not going to presuppose everything in their everyday lives, but they'll do it for their God, the correct question to ask would be, why the double standard?
Because they're not crazy. Every Christian I ask is always, calm down, child. Dude. Every Christian that I ask this question answers it the same way, all of them. So, you have faith in God? Yes, 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 yes. Of course I do. I'm a good Christian. Okay? Do you look both ways when you cross the street? Yeah, duh. Well, you don't have much faith, do you?
Right.
Yeah, really.
I mean,
right.
it's as basic as that. It's like, well, you really believe your God can move mountains, and I love that phrase, but you look both ways when you cross the street, because you aren't that fucking crazy.
Yeah.
You may pretend you are, but you're not. As much as you say
It's
atheist.
slowly
that
being
argument
weaseled
anytime
at you.
someone-
Eventually, it's all going to come collapsing down on you. And trust me, for me, it wasn't really a collapse. It was more like a train wreck. Boom! Logic. Holy fuck! What was that?
Yeah, it hits you pretty hard once you realize that it's all bullshit, that it's all lies, and you actually, for the first time in your life, actually think about the existence of God. at least for me, it hit me like a train, and it made me into an emotional mess for a while. I actually had to come to grips with reality, and it's hard. And anyone who does it, I have to give them respect, because you're a fucking coward if you know that the Bible and you admit that the Bible is man-made, and yet you still believe because you want to go to heaven and you don't want to accept that when your brain's dead, you're fucking dead. You're a coward, and you need to man the fuck up or woman the fuck up, and you need to accept reality for the children, for your fellow human beings. I mean, scientists help us now, and the vast majority of them are atheists because they want to help people now, not just make it to heaven. And why do Christians and Muslims and all of these other people that are religious, how come they all cry at funerals?
Exactly.
Oh, I make that argument all the time. I make that argument all the time. Like, why do you mourn anytime a fellow Christian dies?
It's what they've been waiting for.
Right, exactly. They're
it's
going
what they've been
their
living their life. They've been living their life to go to heaven, and now they're going.
And more importantly, if you believe what the Bible says, you won't be called until it is your time, until God has chosen you.
That's right. That's right.
So for you to mourn that, you are mourning God's will.
You're saying he made a mistake, actually.
Right. You're right. Exactly.
Preach it, man. Woo!
Holy crap.
Praise Jesus.
Hey, who do I make my check out to, goddammit?
Yeah, because God needs money.
Cambell Ministries.
I need money. I need GodlessGlen.
Am I the only one who was not religious?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Loser.
You're not a real atheist.
You're not a real atheist. You had to crawl out of that shit. You were already
right.
Well, listen. I was born and raised Catholic and went to Catholic school. I just never really. I mean, I was always a skeptic, and I was never really religious. So.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, Catholic.
Well, you don't know.
I was a Catholic schoolgirl.
Oh yeah, me too. I was Catholic.
I was Jehovah Witness and Muslim.
Oh, they had to send you to boot camps. I heard there was a lot of doors there.
I've seen that meme actually.
Well, we have somebody spamming the comment section with Bible verses.
Oh yeah, I've been marking every single one of them as spam.
Yep, you too.
You too.
Nothing's showing up on mine. I can't see them.
Maybe because we're doing our jobs.
Yeah.
Can't see anything.
Good. If we keep spamming them, it's gonna stay like that. So you can keep posting your fucking Bible verses. We will spam bullshit, and if you post bullshit, which what you've been posting, it's gonna get marked as spammed, and it will get removed.
Hey, I'm not doing it. It's my channel. Anyone else can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a shit. It's a free fucking channel.
There
the funny
you go.
thing is, I wonder what they think they're accomplishing by doing that. I don't understand. I mean, the vast majority of us have actually read the Bible, unlike most theists.
Well, you gotta look at it from.
How do they think that's going to affect us? I don't understand.
Okay, is anyone here familiar with the anime? What was it? The Vampire. Come on.
Vampire Hunter D?
No. Alucard.
Yeah, that's from a video game.
Helsing.
Oh,
Van Helsing?
I'm not familiar with the anime. No.
Okay, the anime Helsing, it's all kind of crazy. It takes judo, Abrahamic religions, and it turns into an anime. It's very creative, interesting. One of these characters posts up, he tears out pieces of the Bible and he like pins them to the wall, and it's supposed to, stop the vampire from using his powers. This is what they're doing in real life. They post a Bible verse, and it's supposed to give them superpowers, and they get the armor of God, and they get plus 15 intellect and plus 15 to crit. So when they do that, it gives exactly that's how it works.
It's gonna save me?
Yes, it protects bullets too.
I think Rand
got realize that we're immune to any effect that requires a will save.
What?
It might.
Was that too D&D like?
That was a little D&D. I caught it, but I was waiting for somebody else to say something. I'm like,
See, I'm a big D&D player.
There you go.
That's why it went over my head. I
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that.
Hey, those saving throws, man, they'll get you out of a bunch.
Jehovah Witnesses aren't allowed to do anything that has magic in it, but then they read the Bible.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, that's real
here we
magic,
go.
though.
Bible verse time, since Mr. I want to quote Bible verses is having so much fun. Let's do Ezekiel.
I'm having fun spamming the fuck out of this guy.
Whatever. Ezekiel 9. And just anyone knows, I've only ever blocked one person, and that's my mentally ill brother, and I don't spam comments, but anyone else can do whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a shit. Ezekiel 9.
Mentally ill. We might want to.
No, you don't understand. It'd be immoral for me to allow my brother to be on my channel because.
Oh, I see. I see. All right.
It's not fair. Plus, he has his own god. He has his own personal god. She's a Japanese anime. He divorced Satan to marry God. She is Yahweh, and she is married to him, and she talks to him through the refrigerator.
All right, so
I'm not fighting.
That sounds just as reasonable as Christianity.
I was gonna say, come on.
That's not that far off from Christianity.
I like it better. Come on.
The thing is I told him
the shrine, goddammit.
It's like Narnia, but with the refrigerator.
Exactly.
If you are subscribed to me, if you are subscribed to me, it is possible that somebody named Yoda of Halo will go onto your channel and will flood you, telling you to tell me to unblock him or whatever. He's doing it. He ruined. Mr. Greycoat used to talk to me all the time, and then my brother went and started harassing him, and now Mr. Greycoat won't talk to me. But that's fine. But the thing is just be prepared. Yoda of Halo is a mega troll. He's married to God, but he has 2 swastikas and 666 on his channel. He's a professional troll, and he's mentally ill, so just be kind to him and then block him, or do whatever the fuck you want. I don't care. But Ezekiel 9, 5-6. To the others, wait, is this Ezekiel 9? Yep. To the others,
play
he
some
said.
background music when you read these Bible verses.
No, because of copyright.
Oh, fuck it.
Damn it.
To the others, he said in my hearing, go after him through the city and kill. Do not let your eye spare, nor have any pity. Utterly slay. Glenn, are you the one humming?
No, it's Bobby.
Well, just so people know.
Bad Bobby.
Oh, you ratted me out! I can't believe it.
Bad
Bobby, because my tripod is in the way. See, my really expensive tripod, it's in the way of Bobby's face. I can see. Just so everyone knows, even though you can hear me when we're over talking to each other live, when it's actually archived, it sounds like shit, and we can't hear each other. Like that whole Bible verse, it won't come out. Just so you know, I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. It's a free channel. Ezekiel 9, 5-6.
You fucked up, Robin.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Hey, who's that? Who?
I don't know.
What?
Somebody wants to join. I must have invited them at one point.
Deader in Hell.
So, Ezekiel, I don't know.
Dragnauct had invited me.
5-6. To the others, he said in the hearing, go after him through the city and kill. Do not let your eyes spare, nor have any pity. Utterly slay old and young, maidens and little children and women, and do not come near anyone who is the mark, and begin at my sanctuary. So they began with the elders who were before the temple. God loves killing babies and elderly people.
And old people.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you have to start with the old people. Hello, new person. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Deader in Hell.
Nice to meet you. Welcome to the conversation.
You as well, thanks.
I think
anything to contribute so far?
Yeah. So, are you a Rand Campbell supporter, or do you think he's a piece of shit like we all do?
I don't really have an opinion on it.
That's
cool.
Fair enough.
Good with that. But yeah, he was being very, very disrespectful and hateful, so I decided not to be nice to him no more. I don't know how far you followed. I don't know how the hell you got in, too. You must have hacked the shit. Good job at that.
You will have an opinion before you leave tonight.
No, yeah, I sent them an invite.
Mark, are you going to take the rest of your clothes off or something?
Possibly. So, Mr. Hale, got an opinion of what's been discussed so far, either with Bible verses, Rand Campbell being a dick, or anything, or I
choose Rand Campbell being a dick. For 100.
Yeah.
Hello?
Well, I've only been a few minutes. I usually listen a bit and get a better bearing on what's going on.
I don't even know what you... All right, then how about this? I'll go ahead and shine the flashlight on the elephant in the room. What's your religion, if you have any?
I have no religion. I'm an atheist.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah, unfortunately, I was thinking about shutting down the show because it's been running for 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's pretty long.
Do what you gotta do, then I'll be out.
Yeah. If Glenn and if Mark wants to stay on after in the show to help me figure out a fucking awesome title, you can stay on too. I like your idea.
I would stay on, but my wife and kids are getting antsy for me to spend a little time with them. So.
Well, let's say goodbye to everyone. Goodbye, live viewers. I had fun, and I got a little bit heated there, but it's only because I don't tolerate intolerance, and I don't tolerate being
bullshit.
Yeah, or bullshit. But it was a great show. It's gonna have an awesome title, I hope. At least one that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The Rape of Rand Campbell. I'm telling you.
Email me some ideas so I can give my thumbs up or down or whatever. Not that it matters.
But I'm gonna end the show. Thanks everyone for watching Almighty Atheist episode 5.
Guys.
I had fun. Thanks for all the live viewers. It was fucking awesome. We had 20 at one point, so hey.
Yay.
Awesome. Now we can shoot for 21 next time.
There we go. Oh, I'll make sure that